up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch is back from vacation. Good morning, everybody.
It was not. I wish it was vacation.
Can we say a couple days off?
It was a
He's
work
back.
outing.
Okay. Bill Busch is back from a couple days off of the show. How about that?
Correct.
He's back.
Welcome back,
He's
Bill.
back.
Yes. I did call in.
You did from Aurora. Well, you walking around Aurora for an hour downtown.
Yes.
You didn't call in yesterday, however.
I did not. I did send in
okay.
some texts where there was some things that were disturbing that we.
You can bring it up if you'd like to.
We can bring, or we can do that later.
Yeah,
We can.
later.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, we can do
It's
that
okay.
later.
I mean, it was
later. I vote for later.
Sipple caught it, and then I caught because I was taken back,
I covered.
and then I was it got ugly.
It did not get ugly. Did not get ugly. You guys can always call or text 402-464-5685. Watch and comment Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Allo. Channel 951, the first hour, sponsored by Gaina Trucking. You want to get some idle chit chat here off the bat?
Yeah, hit it.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Their sports takes are great,
Generally speaking.
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
Well, Bill, we haven't seen you for a couple days, so the floor is yours and idle chit chat. What's on your mind?
Well, I took a pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
Took a pilgrimage
It's a great word.
pilgrimage to Lake McConaughey.
Oh, my God.
Out in Ogallala, which was an outstanding trip out there, and took my dad fishing for a couple days.
Where were you stationed?
Great question.
We stationed ourselves out of Ogallala we had just a nice little kind of a hotel in essence like that.
Was it a
nice.
hotel or a motel?
It was hotel.
Was it?
We had indoor doors.
Okay.
The motel usually is the outdoor door.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
Which I appreciate. I love when you can open the
I
door.
love a good motel.
and pull up like that, and the car is right there.
Right.
You can walk right out to your
That's
car.
right.
Right.
It's beautiful.
It's a very good thing.
Just keep the door open.
Yeah. So we caught. It was the best way to put this. I thought about this morning. How I describe this to Jake. So we caught
I'm a member
epic.
of this show too.
We caught epic size fish. So I caught like the 1 and 2 largest walleyes I've ever caught in my life. One was almost right at 11 pounds, which is a master angler. It's and it was like 11 pounds and like almost 31 inches. Insane size. And then I caught another one that was in the 27s, 28s. It was probably 8 to 8.5 pound walleye. My dad caught one that was also his biggest one that he ever caught. But I fished for 2 days, so roughly 16 and a half hours on the water. I had 2 bites and caught 2 of the most epic fish I've ever caught. That was it. That was
so you were 2 for 2 though.
2 for 2.
That's
so it would be like Jake playing 2. Here's how you put it. It'd be like playing 2 days in a row, 4-man scramble.
Yep.
They only use 2 shots,
God.
but one's a hole in one and one's a double eagle. That'd be what it'd be like. But they only use 2 of your shots.
Did you take that?
And so it's like
that's a good
so you go
question.
back
2
and
shots.
forth. You go back and forth. Like, boy, it'd be nice to have a little more action because there was times when there was like 6 hours and no one had a bite.
Oh,
Yeah, so it got a little long like that. But that we
How was the mood at that point of 6 hours?
well,
no
when you have a
bites?
couple of epic fish that you've caught, it does help. It does help.
That's fascinating.
So it's kind of like it's kind of the same thing.
God, that had to be exciting. I mean, what was the
It's a great
excitement?
comparison, though, by the way.
It was
a
a
great
great
comparison for golf.
The fish I caught yesterday was epic size, and it took me solid 7-8 minutes to get it in, and I played it for everything.
Did you?
Yeah, because the exciting part is when the fish is on the line.
Right.
It's not the exciting part. Is not when it's in the boat.
Right.
It's when he's on the.
Right.
It's like the same thing. It's like
Were you commentating?
I just commentate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was commentating the entire time. Yeah, to myself. Should have went live. Should have went live stream.
Just try to imagine 6 hours of no bites at
So
all.
you were out in the
Nobody.
middle. Were you guys out in the middle, or were you?
We weren't in the middle of the lake. No, we were a ways down. We took a pretty good drive to the west.
Okay.
So yeah, our guide was
We
great.
had a guide.
Yeah, Curtis was our guide. Curtis McCormick did a very good job.
Was
Did
he
you ever look at Curtis with your palms up?
No, 'cause
6 hours, bro? Come on, man.
anytime
Where's the fish?
Anytime you go fishing,
Yeah.
that's part of the
Right.
deal.
Nice.
That's just
Thank
if you're one of those guys that's looking
Right.
at the guide like, are you kidding
Yeah,
me? It's
that's
like,
rookie.
hold it, this is Mother Nature that we're dealing with here. This is not.
Thank you, Bill. That's a good way to
Yeah,
put it.
so-
He didn't
no.
seem like embarrassed at any time of
No, there's
6
certain
hours.
things
No
we worked
bites.
hard. We
Okay,
were always
all right,
doing
all
stuff.
right.
We were changing up.
What
We're
kind
doing
of-
different things?
What was the food highlight with your? I mean, how did you guys handle all that? Did you go out to eat at any point?
Yes, which you would have liked. That we had Mexican the first night, which you
Oh,
would have
boy.
just loved. It was they have the giant plates. They brought plates out
Yeah.
and they were supersized.
Like
It
El
was-
Toro.
it
El
was
Toro,
I
El
mean,
Toro's plates are just
that's-
like this big.
that-
They're
it-
massive.
So probably the same thing. I've not been to El Toro, but that when the food comes out on that, it's just. And the best part, you're always like, the first thing you say is, "There's no way I can eat all this,"
And you did.
and you do usually. Generally, if you look around, everybody's like, "Yeah, I ate it all. Ate the whole thing." It was the food was outstanding. They also have a great breakfast. It rivaled, not quite the same, Borders.
Whoa.
It rivaled Borders. Yeah. I came down one time. I looked at my dad's. I go, "Whoa, you got a nice plate of food put together for breakfast." He goes, "It's my second plate." Yeah. Yeah,
Number
it's
two.
his second plate.
Ron at 88.
Yeah, it had
Still.
Have appetite. Have an
Still
appetite.
getting it done.
still getting it done. Yes.
Okay, Borders update, Jake.
Yeah, I've reached out to Border. We've had a conversation. I will let you know if we are heading out there.
Is it very
there has
annoying?
been a conversation though with them.
Bill, we should be more sensitive about asking Jake about business matters on the air. Maybe that would have been a better question
Off the air,
Yeah.
probably so.
Probably a better question.
But I said we have had a conversation. It was a pleasant conversation. They have a proposal at them, and then we'll let you know what happens.
Borders is a hotel in Grand Island.
Yes.
We'd like to go live there. It's the best breakfast. I said, if you want a vacation, there's two places you vacation right now. You go to Borders for the weekend, probably,
Hotel.
or a nice 3-day getaway would be Aurora.
Aurora.
Yeah, I'd go to Aurora.
Walk around downtown for an hour.
Downtown
on the
like
break.
The pool
the
looked
break.
fabulous. Yeah.
Would you go swimming?
But I did not go swimming.
Would you go
Oh,
swimming?
absolutely. They had
You
slides.
would do
they had
cannonballs.
everything.
Come on, cannonballs.
Oh,
Scare the kids.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I go in.
Would you? Would you
100%.
wear goggles?
You'll wear goggles.
Bill be that guy.
I want
that's
the old school one,
several
though, the
cannonballs.
single goggle, not like the little ones like that. I want the single goggle.
The water accumulates.
The water's always up to here, and,
Right,
your
yeah.
lip looks all jacked up. It's always your lip sticks out. All
I always
jacked up.
thought I was doing something wrong. When is this water supposed to be in my
To
goggles?
get that, and you would just spend hours trying to get the seal right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Right,
come on,
right.
Come on.
God,
come
you're
on.
right. You're so right.
You'd work so hard to get the seal
Yeah,
right.
but all these, but invariably water would be in there.
Yeah,
You know, you'd
you
be like,
basically
what
went
am I
around
doing
the whole time with about that much water. You could barely see. Your eyes were barely above water.
I would just guess that Bill is the guy that goes to the pool. You know, the first time you do a cannonball, everyone's laughing. Then 10 times later, saying, "Come on, man, are you the overuser of the cannonball?"
no,
No.
I would not. No, I would not.
Do one time?
Yeah, do one time.
Just once?
Yeah, do one time.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
He's not very.
I
big
guess maybe
dude.
doing
I tell you,
other sides of the pool. You know,
I tell
making
you
your way
things
around.
to take a hard look at. I know this is getting a little extended with Idle Chit Chat that is sponsored by.
Newton's Lawn Care.
Yes, they're doing an unbelievable job. But I tell you what, he came by my house this week. It was unbelievable what he got done. But
Newton.
here's a way to judge your small town, and there's one town that still has it. If you still got inside, if you're still real, is if you still have a high board. The high
At the
board,
pool.
the high
so
board was
true.
eliminated by
That's so-
almost all because of safety
Yep.
issues. Well, if you go to Verdigris, Nebraska, guess what they got?
Verdigris.
They still have a high board.
You were in Verdigris?
Yeah, I've been to Verdigris a bunch. I drive by the pool all the time. Verdigris still has a high board.
They got a Nebraska.
God love them for doing that because everybody else just cowered down. So now they have 2 low boards. If you want to be a real town,
Keep the high board.
have a high board. Be real.
I
I wonder how many towns still have high
Oh,
boards.
I'd like to
there.
hear about that if we could from the
Li-
text line.
listeners-
I know Verdigris still has a high board, and God love them.
464-5685. Does your small town still have a high board? And if so, what is the town you live in? It could be outside Nebraska too. We want to know wherever you're at. Nebraska, Colorado,
Yeah.
Guam, possibly. Any high boards out there? We know there's one in Verdigris.
Verdigris has one for sure. It'd be nice to know because I'm telling you, that's how you can
We got
really-
response.
Okay.
We have response.
Nice.
Dodge, Nebraska
Dodge
still has a high
Thank you,
board.
Dodge.
Dodge.
Thank you, Dodge.
Nyla thinks that Seward has a high board still.
Really?
You can check that one out. That's drive
Drive
driving
by there.
distance today.
Nyla, please secure that tonight. So
Okay,
we
we
know.
have a lot of response here.
Okay.
Nebraska City still has a high board.
Thank you.
Nice.
Travis says, I'm from Verdigris, and I love that he knows our city, and that we have a high board still.
Darn right they do like that. Kolache, capital of Nebraska.
Harper's dad.
Is it?
Yes.
Harper's dad says Wilbur has a high board.
Wilbur.
Uh,
Wilbur.
Ravenna or Ravan.
Yeah, that's what you do. The talking horse.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's
Yeah.
how do you say
Yeah.
Wilbur
Okay,
without doing that?
Someone
Yeah,
said
you don't.
Newt says that Woods in Lincoln still has the high
Well,
board.
they have. I think they have the platforms. Is that
Yeah,
right?
You can't
That
use it
counts.
though.
No, that counts.
And
It's still there. It has been torn
it's still
down.
yeah.
That
It's the
counts.
platform. Which I tell you right now. So I've been off like wherever the highest level of platform is.
Yeah.
When you get up there,
Oh, it's scary.
you go, and that's just a jump off, and you can't go back down. I've seen it happen though.
No.
I see people
Oh, yeah,
crawl back
really?
down. I see him take the ladder down. And then my brother-in-law was always afraid if he jumped off there, that if the wind caught him, he'd land in the parking lot. Steve Schindler.
We're hearing a lot of people have high boards still.
Really?
You want-
Nice.
You
Who
want,
else
you
we
want
got?
some more towns
Got
here?
more
It's
towns.
kind of like a roll call,
It
basically.
is
Chamberlain, South Dakota.
Chamberlain.
Holman and Ash Hutmacher has
nice. Great walleye fishing up there too.
Hutchinson, Kansas has a
Nice.
high board, as does Broken Bow.
Broken
So,
bow.
someone said that Wayne's high board was terrifying.
Really?
What makes a high board? Is it too high? Just is
Maybe the extended one. I don't know.
Is it like is it?
What else would make it
Is there a
terrifying?
crack? Is there a crack in the board? Maybe there's a crack
Yeah.
in the board.
What
I don't
makes
know.
the high board terrifying? Is it
Well,
too
also-
hot? What, Jake? What else? What
Also,
else would it
Maybe
be?
the high board is cracking. There's a crack in it possibly. You don't
Yeah.
trust the platform.
Also on the this is more on the low board. On the low board, they'd like to have these big knobs on them that you could move back and forth. It would
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
adjust
Oh
the
God, yeah.
spring.
Yeah,
It would adjust the spring
Yeah.
and move the lever
yeah.
out. Like there's
Yep.
a leverage system. There's a leverage. It's mathematics. It's leverage.
Clarkson has
Clarkson,
has
giddy
a
up.
high board.
Thank you. When this
It's
summer,
incredible how many
Blair,
people
this
live
summer
there.
when these people are out, if they could get a picture and send in, that'd be nice
That's right.
to see.
That's a
Be
big
nice
thing.
when the pool gets open. If you guys could take a picture of your high board,
And send it in use. So we know it's people are still using the high
Yes.
board. It's not just there. It's
I'm going to
being
tell you this right
used.
now. There is a separation that is very strong on a town that took their high board down and the ones that left theirs up. There is that's a big difference in my opinion.
Yeah,
A
That's
texture says that Columbus still has a high board. So
I think it's.
at the Pawnee Plunge or somewhere else.
Well, it'd have to be the Pawnee.
Is it the only
Plunge.
pool in town?
I don't know that it's the only pool. In
See, I was at the Pawnee Plunge just a couple summers ago. I don't recall looking at the.
Nah,
the
see, I
boards.
don't know. The Pawnee Park pool before Pawnee Plunge definitely had a high platform that I jumped off of, and I did dive, and that's not. I don't recommend it because it hurts
Well,
your head. It hurts
no,
your head.
off the high board. That's doable. I'm talking about off the woods third tower.
No, well, I think the tower at Columbus is about the size of the
Is it?
woods. Yes, you can dive.
Probably.
You can dive.
Ben chimes in saying you guys need to come walleye fishing with me. NebraskaWalleyeGuide.com. He's a walleye guide fishing.
Okay.
Well, Ben, I
noted.
think that would be a great place
let's do it. Let's do
to get
That'd
me
be
on
good
board
for
right
me
there.
to learn the
Yeah.
process here.
Yes, I'd like to get on board with this.
It'd be fun.
Noted.
Okay, last thing before Idle Chit Chat's over. We have gifts. We have several
No we
gifts
don't.
to give away. Yeah,
This
I've
is-
got two different ones
This
for
is
people.
unreal.
Ready for this?
Yes, I love gifts.
First one comes in this bag right here.
Okay.
This bag says
Whoa.
Adams and Sullivan, attorneys at law from Papillion.
Attorneys
Oh,
at law.
Yeah,
Well,
attorneys at law.
I'll tell you, we're delving into Omaha big with this show. You guys have built that into Omaha.
I'm gonna read this letter before it's quick. It's quick.
Okay.
And I'll get to the what's in
That
there.
looks like a legal letter.
Yes, so look at it.
Are you sure that's not?
Yeah,
that's
is
not
that a
addressed to
contract?
me, is it?
It says contract.
It says-
you'll be doing court.
This is for Steve Sipple. You're
Stop.
wanted in court right now.
Stop. All right, that's enough.
Fufu Jill, the
Jill.
wife of Krager from Papio. So this
Okay.
is get it. Says we start off our days with you guys and our coffee. You all three set the tone for our day. As we watched this morning, Bill was struggling with his pen. This is from May 11th. Apparently, about him.
Gotcha. I remember that you gave me twice the pin that didn't work, the joke pin.
Yeah.
It was a joke pin.
Yeah, it didn't work.
He says
You're
now
not playing a
now
joke.
I know what's in here does not come close to a seed cap, Pop Tarts, the thought of the cruise, or a Ferris wheel. But this swag is from the team at Adams and Sullivan. We're a Husker loving group. Go Big Red, and also looking forward to the cruise someday. We'll go.
All right.
Oh, also on the cruise, we're going to talk about that 701 on Friday.
Oh God,
Get
we
some
got more
details.
shirts.
Look at
This
this.
is awesome. Yeah,
Look at this. Look at this.
I don't have much blue in my wardrobe. You got an L over there.
Oh wow, look
Adams
at that.
and Sullivan.
Do you have an L?
I got an XL.
Bill's an XL.
Shrink.
turn
I
it
think
off.
they might all be XL. You might just shrink it.
Oh, thank you
Or
so
make it,
much.
something special.
No, oh, feel the cotton.
They're
feel
all
it.
XLs. I'm sorry, my friend.
Sipple,
That's okay.
Sipple, feel it. So
Does
comfortable.
feel good.
Oh man,
Here's some
and so.
koozie.
Oh,
and,
that's
and there's a
and a pin.
There's
Oh,
a
look
good
at the
pen in
pin.
there too.
Okay, get that pin out.
Oh, look, I'm
Get
getting it
that
out right
pen
now.
out.
Koozies
Guys,
and
I'm
pens.
getting it out right now.
The attorneys sent this to us, the counselors.
Adams and Sullivan from Papillion. Thank
Say
you.
that name again.
Adams and Sullivan, attorneys
Guys,
at law. Thank you
please-
to Fufu Jill and Krager from Papio.
Craig-
Holy
Krager.
shit, that looks like an attorney.
Feel
pin.
the weight of the pin.
Yeah.
Feel the weight of the pin. That's it carries a pin.
It's an attorney pin.
I'm live now, guys. I've clicked it on right there.
Let's see how it works. Oh yeah. Oh, you have to even square. It worked right
Oh,
away. It
it's
worked
like
right
butter.
away. Butter.
It's like butter.
Okay, we have one more
It's
gift to
better
get
than
to.
butter.
So thank you to the guys,
Thank
Adams
No,
and
no,
Sullivan.
hold on, I'm trying to
Apple.
process all this. Santa Claus. 1 second.
Thank you.
You gonna
One
put
second.
that on?
And I lost koozies this weekend.
We need.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this.
Recover.
I do like that.
That's good. Yeah, you can shrink it in the wash. Get down to a large. Now
Yeah.
this next one is going to freak you out, Bill. For you
Okay.
specifically. No, it's great for all of us, but it's going to freak you out.
Okay.
You understand why in a second.
Okay, I'll understand why.
By the way, this package was it like $16 worth of shipping.
Shipping. Looks heavy. Jesus.
Just fell off my chair.
I about,
Easy.
about
man.
went down.
Don't look in the box, please. Lean
I'm
over.
not looking. I'm not looking.
I'm not looking at all.
We got some hats.
No, we
from
don't.
Ducks Unlimited.
No.
Oh, whoa.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Spread those out.
Oh, wow.
But more importantly, Bill. But more importantly, what did you say you wanted to buy the other day on the airwave?
Well,
It's in the intro.
it's in the
A
intro.
duck.
A duck? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at that mallard
the video-
decoy.
if you're watching the
You
video
got a
stream,
place for that, don't you?
look at this.
Look at that
We
mallard
have a
decoy.
mallard decoy. Here we
Oh,
go.
look at that.
But
Oh,
we're not done.
wow.
But we're not done. You want to buy a couple ducks, you
Yes.
said. So here
Oh, we got a hen, too. We got a hen, too.
Yeah.
Did you know that was the hen? Did you
we
know
have
that?
decoys.
know
Decoys.
That is
I'm
unreal.
from Columbus.
Look at
Now, again, who's this from again?
This is from. Oh, there's a letter.
A
here.
letter. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see the hen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
read the letter.
Yeah.
All right. I said, all right. This says to early break. Sip, Jake, and Bill. Bill said he wanted a couple ducks.
Yes.
Jake and Sip like hats. Well, so does Bill. I know a guy and thought of early break. Please see that Ron Busch gets a hat
Yes.
along with the others. There's a lot of hats in here.
Yes.
So give one of those to Ron.
Absolutely.
Talking to friends of mine in Fullerton, Ron was a well-admired coach. This is from Dave. That's from Dave. He says, P.S. Check out your local Ducks Unlimited banquets going on throughout the state. He helps out the Beaver Valley DU February in Albion. Good fun and lots of food. There's also a couple of tournaments, golf tournaments. Ducks.org/Nebraska. This is from Dave.
Awesome. And Dave, make sure everyone's aware that I will be available for some duck hunting this fall.
And we got some pictures, I believe, of Coach Busch.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Look at that.
You need that. You need
Oh
that.
my
You
God!
need
That's
that.
unreal.
Hold on, I gotta see this.
These are
Oh,
unreal.
Yeah, Coach Busch.
And Josh, we have a hat for you too. Don't worry, man. I'll get to it during the break for you. So
Hey, here's the thing too. Also, Ron Busch was in Fullerton yesterday.
He was.
Yeah, he was in Fullerton yesterday.
He was.
Yeah, he drove through there.
yeah. So all right, there you go. There's extended idle chit chat sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Call them at 402-440-6297 for a free quote for a lawn fertilizer program. By the way, Andrew from Newton's Lawn Care sent me a text yesterday that showed a coyote in my neighborhood wandering through the neighborhood.
Really?
My hood
Is that right? How did
in the
he get
middle
a-
of town. Just like you've got
Yeah.
you've got problems with bobcats in your
Yeah.
area apparently.
Well, yeah, all the kind of different things. That in the middle of your neighborhood.
yes, like in Trentwood Park.
Do you think about life a little differently right now?
Well, I don't have any pets, which is helpful. But if I did, I'd be terrible. Or a small child, I'd be concerned. Don't have any.
Yeah,
of
I'm
those,
not- yeah,
so everything's good.
Dad's got a tie on. He's talking to Leroy Zaruba. He's got a
He's
tie on.
That's unbelievable.
And I
by
know
the way.
exactly who Leroy Zaruba is too.
His dad was coaching with a tie on, which I always like that look.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
All right, Jake.
All right,
Where do you want
this
to
is
go?
amazing.
Keep that picture. Keep those pictures.
I don't know
That'd
what
be
I
great.
can't even work right now.
Yeah,
You'll
you're
be all
fine.
right. You'll be all right.
You don't have to.
Okay, so
Thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
We saw a ranking out there. Now, we all know that Sip loves a couple things in his life, and one of them is coach rankings.
Rankings of any sort.
You love rankings of of quarterbacks, of best teams ever, of current
restaurants,
teams,
Mexican. And, I mean,
Sip loves lists. He loves the offseason. That's what the offseason's all about.
I think lists are great.
I do. I love them.
Well, CBS Sports has not put out their top 25. It'll be today of their top 25 coaches entering this year in college football, but they did put out number 26 through number 69. And Matt Rule is number 27.
He's in high.
He is just behind Hugh Freeze at 26. He's right ahead of Dave Aranda at Baylor, Pat Narduzzi at Pitt, and number 30, Kirk Ferentz of Iowa. Do you understand that one? Sip, you're shaking your head. You're shaking your head at that one.
It's too low. And do you see what Tom Fornelli?
Yes.
So this is what happens, guys, is the staff, they rate these guys, and they're just said, we don't have guidelines, just whatever you think, rate them. And Tom Fornelli has to write the article to assess the rankings. And did you notice, Jake, he was very critical of his colleagues. I mean, really critical.
For Iowa specifically. For this
yeah, he says, man, somebody out there really hates Ferentz. This is Tom Fornelli talking. I had him at number 12 on my ballot. So he had to be quite low on others to drop to 30. I have no idea what Ferentz did to warrant a drop of 17 places. The Hawkeyes went 8-5 last year. They lost their final game. Remember that one, Bill? They lost their final game, which is basically the same thing they've done the last 20 years, 8-5. That kind of consistency had Ferentz ranked high in the first place. Another coach in our top 25 went from 10 wins in 21 to 8-22 and climbed 4 spots. Yeah, doesn't make sense. No, he's too low. He's too low.
I have a general take on this.
Okay.
I think lists are awesome. Big fan of them. This complete garbage. I think the ratings of people, of how they go about what's their system. So I'm not saying it's garbage because of where someone on this list. It's just an overall. Just like you're immediately complaining about something.
I love.
So it's going to come down to. I want you to think about this.
I love.
It'll come down to, like, today will probably come out that somewhere that Ryan Day somewhere around the top 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere in there.
Nowhere.
Okay. So then the job he took over was what?
Top 5.
Took Ohio State over. I think they just won 12.
Right.
Like that.
They were not struggling.
They were
top 5
top 5 job. I look at coaches all the time of like a Calhoun at Air Force.
Calhoun
just keeps cranking out wins with he's probably not even
it's Power 5.
Power 5.
It's Power 5.
Anyway, I'm looking for people that are getting things done with less. That's usually like the real coaches, the ones that really stand out to me the most.
Is that Aranda?
That impress me the most.
Is that Aranda?
He's solid. I mean, good coach. I mean, doing more with less at Baylor, they got quite a bit.
They got quite a bit. Okay.
But he's done a nice job. All I'm saying is overall, I mean, you look at these rankings. I'm like, how does this? I don't buy into them.
Jonathan,
you would want to. I would say if you really delved into it with a bunch of people that spent their life in college football, they'd want to fight somebody. Probably it'd be kind of like that.
Well, that'd be fun if we could go to blows over this.
That'd be fun.
Jonathan Smith at 32.
He's
that more
done
with
a great
less?
job at Oregon State.
He's doing an outstanding job. He'd be higher to me. He
should be higher.
He should be higher.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. What he's done in Oregon State and people that work with that. That's what I'm saying. It's just somebody in their basement just throwing things out.
This is multiple people in their basement. It's a staff.
Oregon State was 9-22 his first 3 seasons and 17-9 his last 2. Big turnaround there. Big turnaround.
So I'd have to go through it real hard but no, I just think the whole thing is does everyone not look at it and just go, whoa. How about this?
Look at it for what it is. I mean, it's not the
but I agree with you,
list.
That I like lists. I enjoy reading it. Just
it is what it is. Yeah, I mean,
but
I don't look at it as definitive list, and I don't judge Eli Drinkwitz by CBS Sports.
This is the end all be all list.
It's just a list.
So I mean, I think it's just
there are some names that are
Eli Drinkwitz, by the way,
are low on here. I mean that you thought might be still top 25. Matt Campbell has dropped. He's 35th. He dropped 12 spots from last year.
Yeah, and Fornelli was not pleased.
They should be higher.
Well, read what he said. He just trashes.
He says, okay, here's how these rankings work. When you win more games than you should at a school, nobody expects to win a lot of games. You rocket up the rankings. But if you dare have one subpar season and fail to live up to the expectations you set, you will be punished severely. Campbell is the latest example. So what if he's responsible for the most successful run in program history? He went 4-8 last year. He stinks now. Just in case it isn't clear, I am not criticizing Campbell with these comments. I'm criticizing my colleagues.
He does
for dropping
that.
him.
Yeah,
I think that falls into my garbage statement.
Yeah, he does that throughout this. He criticizes
ripping his colleagues.
Yeah, if I were his editor, I'd say, Tom, okay, I get you're not happy, but maybe
do they have to put out any like detailed information of why they came with the number?
No.
There should be some form of. You could always have a trend or this, but
No.
there's
no.
It's basically just and after a while they're like oh hang on, you don't have so and so in there. Oh hang on, 30 second, and they just move him in there. There's
Move
no
down,
knowledge
move
of
up.
it. No,
There are no rules on this bill. He said every year, Fornelli wrote this, every year our voters submit ballots ranking the coaches of the Power Five. This is just Power Five, so no Troy Calhoun.
Yeah.
He said there are no rules. You're going to love this. You vote how you feel from best to the worst.
Yeah.
You vote how you feel.
There were some big drops on this list, too. Yeah.
Bill, you vote how you
Did you
feel.
see his, did you see his
He
face?
is not verklempt.
See Bill's
I'm
face.
not.
He's not verklempt.
I'm so thankful for Ducks Unlimited, and now
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
have a
thankful
decoy.
for Adams and Sullivan. I'm so thankful for those people because they probably do things the right way.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Some coaches who dropped on this, according to Tom Fornelli and his colleagues.
These his colleagues.
Mario Cristobal dropped 20 spots at Miami from 19th last year to 39th this year.
Well, that's what happens when you lose to Middle Tennessee State at home.
That hurts.
They didn't just lose; they got crushed. They got crushed. They gave up like 45 points.
To Middle Tennessee.
Sam Pittman, Arkansas, also dropped 20 spots. He's 42nd. He was 22nd last year at Arkansas. Billy Napier dropped 11 spots at Florida. He was 32nd. Now he's 43rd.
Billy Napier.
Which is funny because did one of the most incredible jobs at Louisiana.
Okay.
What did he have last year? The number would be like, I think they didn't have like 7 draft picks.
Ooh, they
Or
had
6 or 7.
Anthony Richardson.
They had some really good
That's
draft
fourth
picks.
overall pick, right?
No. Where Napier came from
Oh,
Louisiana.
yeah, Lafayette. Sorry.
Yeah.
From Louisiana.
Louisiana.
From the team
Yeah,
that he
Louisiana.
built up.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that again, so that takes he won like 10 games 2 or 3 years in a row.
Sure.
That's coaching. Just so you know.
Got it.
That's coaching.
43 on this list,
Yeah.
Bill. Now that loss, that little 30-3 loss to Oregon State in the Las Vegas Bowl didn't help him. Oregon State hit
They
them
didn't have
30-3.
their quarterback, though. He didn't play. A lot of guys didn't play that game,
Okay.
to be fair. Sad along. Then you go to a couple guys in the Big Ten who have dropped big time. Pat Fitzgerald went from last year 21st. He is now 45th after
Now
two
is Sipple gonna
rough
fire
seasons.
one here across the bow?
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come
Take
on.
it.
I'm right
I
here.
don't have
I'm
to.
right
You don't have to-
here.
You don't have to even say
I
anything,
don't
do
even
you?
have to anymore.
He just smiles and says, look at that, Jake.
We had some heated conversations about that, but I'm not going to go into that. We're having fun.
Does
today.
Jake refer to him as Fitzy?
I call him Fitzy. Yeah,
Did you?
sure. Yeah, he's Fitzy.
No, I mean, he refers to him as Lombardi.
I do not. Not true. Mel Tucker dropped 23 spots from 24th to 47th at Michigan State.
Tucker doesn't mind. He's making
A lot of money.
a lot of money.
9.8 million
Yeah, something like
per
that.
year. But there's still taxes out after that. So.
I don't know. I don't know if it was fair to drop Giano 14 spots from last year. What was their record last year? Were they 5-7, 4-8?
4-8, I believe.
He went from 36th to 50th on this list. Greg Schiano.
He's got a tough job out
He does
there.
have a tough job.
But he's got it. But you know what? He's got a helicopter.
He's got a helicopter, which
Yeah.
I've been in.
No way. Hold on. What? Seriously?
Oh yeah,
You were in the chopper?
I took the chopper into town into New York
Really?
City.
He
Absolutely.
loved that in that contract so much. Like, Jake,
When
he's
he,
getting a
when he took
helicopter.
the job at Rutgers,
Yes.
one of his stipulations was I need a helicopter.
he could not get over that.
I want a job where I can say I need a helicopter.
I need a chopper.
We'd land it right on the practice field. We did. Yeah, get out and get by
That's
car. And go
power
home.
move. That's a power move.
It's a weird feeling, man. When you're flying into New York City, wherever you're flying into on the helicopter for recruiting, it's a weird feeling because first you think of like, this engine goes down, we're going to fall like a bag of wet cement. We'll be just like the turkeys falling out of the sky on WKRP.
What do you do in that situation? You don't have parachutes.
No, so it's real loud. You can't talk. Even though you have your headsets on.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
How you flying over the city.
Hey, Jake, now think about what happened when we found out that Shiano has a helicopter, or he needed
Bill's in the chopper.
Bill was in it.
Oh, you just grab your bag and stuff and walk out of your coach's office. You walk out to the practice field. And there's the chopper. Fire it up. I was guys on MASH.
I was playing. So when this happened, Bill, I was playing golf, and Sipple, he's like, Jake, have you looked at the contract for Shiano? He gets a helicopter.
Yeah, he demanded a helicopter.
He said that is bad ass.
It is.
I was playing golf. He called me. I said, I'm playing
Yeah,
golf.
I said we have to talk about this.
I said, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
You've been in Shiano's helicopter.
Been in the chopper. Been in it. Yes.
Is it sweet?
No, they're not that sweet.
Really?
No, they're
Does
not.
it have like a Rutgers logo on the side at all?
I think there's an R on it.
There's an R on it. Got the R.
somewhere.
Yeah, and he doesn't fly it though.
No.
He has a.
I don't think Bill would get it if Shiano was flying the chopper.
Here's the thing also. I wasn't in it with Shiano.
Oh,
okay,
that makes it even cooler.
So we had the.
Did you pretend like it was your chopper?
I kind of did. Rex, you ready? Let's do this thing.
Aviators on.
Yeah.
put the sunglasses on.
Let's do this thing.
When it was time to land, you go like,
yeah. Hey, down. Put her down. Put her down.
I knew you'd pretend. I definitely pretend.
And no matter what, once I went in and out of it several times, no matter what, when you go in and out of it, you duck. But the chop.
You don't have to at all.
You don't have to at all. They're 20. They're way above you. They're not like you don't ever get a chopper and guy goes, hey, stay low. It'll take your head off. No one's. But you do when you leave the chopper. No matter what, you go head down.
I'd want to land in situations where Shiano wasn't there and it would look like mine. And you might even say to somebody, yes,
that's my chopper.
That's my chopper.
Yeah, I own this chopper.
You don't want to say that. There'd be something else like, it's no big deal. I got a couple.
My question is, does he keep the chopper if he gets fired or leaves? Like, is this the only?
Yeah. Now I don't also know
the whole time.
The interesting part would be in his contract to look up was the chopper available for personal use? Could it fly him to Nantucket or something like that? Right. That's what I'd like to build. That's what I'd like to know.
I mean, people are probably saying right now, come on, it's a necessity out there because of traffic.
It is. Yeah. Otherwise, you can't get around. You can't get from place to place. Right. Yeah, I'd be in New York City, and I'd be going to a different school and be 4.2 miles I'd be on my Waze app, right? 4.2 miles to the next school. It'd be like an hour and 9 minutes.
That's awful.
Oh, it is insane. You would sit and sit and sit, and then when you get to schools, there's no parking lots. There's no place to park.
See,
it's a miracle. You have to go and tell the security guy, hey, I'm parked out here illegal. Just don't. Okay, you're good.
Shiano last year was 4-8, guys. 1-8 in the league. 4-8 and
scored
1-8.
like 4 points a game.
Yeah, they didn't score. Defense was good though. Good defense.
4-8 and 1-8. This is awesome that you took this chopper of Greg Shiano.
I did take
without him in it.
It was not in it.
That's amazing.
That's
Greg.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Did he know that you took the chopper?
I don't think he knew. Well, he wasn't working there yet. I was with Chris Ash at the time.
Oh, Ash had a chopper.
Yeah, Ash had a chopper. Yeah, but it's not like this. When I've flown private a ton generally with the head coach recruiting. And when you get into the private plane, it's fun because there's snacks and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Chopper, you just got buckled in. There's it's not. It's not near.
I wonder if there's a threshold. Like if he throws a 3 and 9, will they say no more chopper until you get to?
What if the chopper had a win total?
Your chopper privileges.
You lost your chopper 4 below, no chopper.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, Sean Callahan, Husker Online, an early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket at ticketfm.com.
If you struggle with joint, there's good news. Third, full health. Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and they're remarkable treatment because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400. Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, wash details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Book your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping to meet their financial needs with sound banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Spring is here and it's time to get those seeds in the ground. There's no time for delays if your equipment needs a new part. That's why Acres stocks thousands of premium John Deere parts for all your ag machines, planters, sprayers, and tractors. Acres has what you need now. Now, the team of John Deere certified technicians, Acres will diagnose and repair your equipment quickly. Visit acres.com to find your closest location. Our team of parts and service professionals are dedicated to keeping operating at full capacity. Acres, solutions for every field.
Dive into good times and great savings when you take advantage of the above-ground swimming pool sale happening now at Bonzall Pool & Spa. All in-stock swimming pools are 50% off through the end of May while supplies last. You don't want to miss out on this hot deal. Visit our showroom at 33rd and Pioneers today. Learn more about the promotion at bonzallpool.com. Bonzall Pool & Spa, every day made better.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distract could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is that time on a Wednesday where we talk to Husker Online Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. Dylan Raiola officially commits to Georgia this week. I am curious in your mind, do you believe that Nebraska at any time was ever the front runner for him in the last few months before this? Sean?
No, I have a hard time thinking they ever were the team to beat, just because I know the relationship he's always maintained and had with Georgia. And I know where USC was, and obviously before that it was Ohio State. I think Nebraska was in the discussion. They were, they wanted to evaluate and look at things with Matt Rule. They did that, but I still think you just take two steps back and look at Georgia. And I said this yesterday with Sip. They're 34-1 over their last 35 games. They've won back-to-back national championships. They were his first scholarship offer when he was a JV quarterback at Burleson, Texas. Had not started a varsity game yet because they had a Power 5 guy ahead of him. I believe it was Kitna's son, the coach, John Kitna. And he had to wait his time there. So it's not like Georgia jumped on the Dylan Raiola bandwagon. They started it. They got it going. So I think there was just a relationship there in the end that they always had over everybody else, with Kirby Smart and the way they went about it. But with that said, Nebraska got as hard of a look of a program that's ever going to get one that hasn't gone to a bowl game since 2016.
Okay, Sean Callahan. Sean Callahan of Husker Online joins us. Let's stay on the rail. We'll stay with the Raiola angle. Now, what does Nebraska do with its quarterback recruiting in the wake of Dylan's decision?
Yeah, you're a little limited right now because it's very, very late.
Right.
Quarterbacks. I mean, this is like, most of your quarterbacks everywhere are either committed or have things fairly well figured out at this point.
Okay.
There's a few options. They can circle back around to Daniel Kalen at Bellevue West. That was the only other live offer they had out 2024.
Okay.
Was Daniel Kalen. And,
he's at Missouri, right?
It was never an offer he had the green light to commit on because they had to wait on Raiola. And then Kalen, had to kind of move forward with his recruiting. And, he was advised to with people around him that know things. And it was smart. He couldn't just wait around because then his opportunities that he had might have gone away by waiting on this Raiola situation. So he jumped on the Missouri offer. Dante Reno's another name.
Okay.
Out of Massachusetts. Keep your eyes on. Marcus Satterfield had a relationship with him, got him committed to South Carolina over a year ago.
Okay.
Cheshire Academy. Is that a guy that they'll try to re-engage with his staff? And then Kamari McClellan is a wild card. He'll be here in June for a visit. 6'1", 175 out of Pinson, Alabama.
Okay.
3-star quarterback, has some offers. Hard to really figure out, if these offers are as an athlete, as a quarterback with the different schools, how many are committable. Nebraska's not offered him yet, though. He's coming on an unofficial visit.
Okay.
Means he's paying his own way up here as well.
Okay, Sean, what are the chances what are the chances that Dylan Raiola eventually might come back here? I don't know how to. They'll keep recruiting him. They'll stay in good graces with the family, right?
Yeah, and that's portal recruiting now everywhere, because once you get a guy to transfer to you, after if they go in the portal, then they're locked into you forever, because you're only allowed one portal move until you graduate or get a grad degree or whatever. But I think it's smart for everybody everywhere to keep. It used to be a joke after signing day was National Coach Unfollow Day on Twitter.
Yeah.
You unfollow all the guys that you started, but now you keep them all followed and keep tabs on a lot of these guys because there's a chance you might be recruiting them again, and it could be a year later or 2 years later.
Right, not long.
With the way the transfer portal is.
Joined by Sean Callahan. Sean, Teddy Rizak of Omaha commits to Notre Dame this week, 2024 athlete. I'm curious. Nebraska was late on him compared to Notre Dame. What's up with the Fighting Irish's rate of Nebraska with Carter Nelson, with now Teddy Rizak? What are you seeing with Notre Dame in the recruiting here?
This is a very out of the box take for Notre Dame. They're freaking Notre Dame guys, and they're coming in Omaha offering a guy that really he had a Boston College offer, but it was mainly group of fives.
Okay.
So they came in and made an evaluation on their own. And Al Golden happened to be there to look at Caleb Benning and Christian Jones, the two other guys on that team that are being recruited. And they really liked him off the bus. He walked in. I think they were like, whoa, wait a minute. And then they had him come down for a visit. They got a better read of who he was, his family. And they said, we want this guy. But from what I know, the window to commit was limited. He had to make a decision quickly, and that was smart. I think Notre Dame knew that if they let the car down the road too far with this kid, other teams would offer and get involved. And if they were going to get him, they had to kind of strategize their move, and they did. He committed to Notre Dame really almost before he got the Nebraska offer. I think he waited to make it public. But yeah, Notre Dame's the one that really took a chance here. I mean, it's interesting if you're Nebraska, you offer this, say if they offered him before Notre Dame did, and he didn't really have much. I was like, wow, Nebraska's really taking a chance of reaching on these in-state guys. Notre Dame does this offer, and like, wow, what did Nebraska miss?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
It's like you can't really win if you're Nebraska in some of these situations because they want you to be first, but then sometimes if you're too early, people are like, wait a minute, are they kind of just reaching for an in-state guy at this point?
I totally understand where you're coming from. Sean Callahan joins us. Sean, in the dead of winter, we went to Ainsworth and visited Carter Nelson. He's a tight end. He's the number 1 ranked player in the state. He has set up right now official visits to Georgia, Carter Nelson, June 2nd, and Notre Dame, June 9th. What about Nebraska?
Still getting it figured out. I'm going to try to hopefully catch up with Carter this week after state track and get a better feel with where things are at. But Penn State and Nebraska are the other ones. My question is Nebraska wanting him at that June
23,
that last weekend in June?
Yeah.
Their big 23rd weekend,
right?
Or are they holding that off with him being a local guy, knowing that they could get him to a home game? But it should have your attention that he's visiting Georgia on the opening weekend, which is also the same weekend Dylan Raiola is going to be there for an official visit. And that is one of Georgia's big recruiting weekends. He's going to be out in Athens. Now, There are some things about Georgia, though, like generally you have to work out for them to get your offer greenlit to be committable. So is Carter Nelson, being an 8-man kid from small town Nebraska, is he going to be forced to go through a workout? And that'll be our new colleague, Rusty Manziel at Dogs HQ and On 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's really plugged in. And that'll be a good question for me to ask Rusty because, generally Alabama, Georgia, you have to go, and Coach Busch would know this too. You have to go down there, and LSU was that way. To commit, you got to prove it on the field before they allow your commit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, will they make him do that? I don't know.
Sean, so Carter Nelson's the number 1 ranked player in the state, according to On 3. Davon Hall of Bellevue West, receiver 2. Isaiah McMorris at Bellevue West, wide receiver. He's ranked 3rd. Where does Nebraska sit with Hall and McMorris?
Very positive sign that both these players are visiting on the June 23rd weekend.
Okay.
Garrett McGuire has done an excellent job of getting in with these two guys. I would say a month ago, I didn't feel great about either. Right now, I feel like Nebraska is right there, square in the ring. I would say USC is the key team with McMorris. And I think he has an offer, but I think it's a situation, is it greenlit to commit?
Mm-hmm.
With Hall, Arkansas is a team. A&M had been on him too. Tennessee was a wild card that had not offered him yet, but Arkansas to me is the other team. And boy, you look at Hall; he's a 10'6" guy.
10'6".
He can almost high jump 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
So he's a specimen of an athlete, and those are things that this track really, the staff really likes. And then McMorris, had the record-breaking season in Nebraska high school history in his first year at Bellevue West, coming from Millard North. These would be home run additions from an in-state, and I think it looks good that Nebraska can get hopefully at least one of these two guys.
Okay, well, I mean, you got Nelson. It's a battle for these guys, Sean. That's what I'm trying to impart to people here. This is Kalen, by the way, is ranked 4th. So he went to Missouri. He committed to Missouri. I mean, you got to get one of these guys, right? One of the top 4.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, you feel good that they're both going to be here for that 23rd weekend.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, Caleb Pyfrom is another one. He's taken an official visit to Nebraska from Omaha Central, and he's got a number of visits. So he's visiting Nebraska June 2nd, then Minnesota the 16th, and Illinois the 23rd. So you got a Big Ten West battle as well for Caleb Pyfrom.
Man, Sean, holy God! I mean, that's the top 6 guys. That's the top 6 guys, and you're wrestling. You're wrestling to get a couple of these guys now. I mean, this is going to get fascinating.
Yep.
Sean,
always
roll up your sleeves.
Always good stuff, Sean. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Sean Callahan, Husker Online.
Crap, this is fascinating. I mean, you just look at the top 4. Carter Nelson, Devon Hall, Isaiah McMorris. He's already gone to Missouri. I covered Nebraska football during the time when it was pretty much a no-brainer. They're going to get the top, whoever they wanted. Now it's a big wrestling match for every one of these guys. McMorris is considering USC, Hall, Tennessee, Arkansas, Nelson, Power 5, Evan.
Yep.
You know, I mean, Nick Saban called him. Freeman flew into that little airport out there. This is
tough times.
Yeah, you got to wrestle. You got to wrestle.
When we come back, song of the day and the mailbag on Early Break and the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
You've driven by landscape supply countless times, likely without even know 67 Husker High. Now it's time to stop. Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Red.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Some kids worry about making the sports team. Others worry about where they'll sleep tonight. In Lincoln, 300 kids are in need of a safe and loving home. Cedars is here for them, but we do need your help. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, even further. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Well, path take you, traveler, to seek fortune in a new career or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation. Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. We have outstanding specials on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with the roof credit.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop.
Generation V.
Providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations. Visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You are so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John's Plumbing. You love to bash his
Now, will you feel like you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
but you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Once again, song of the day, Drink-A-Bye by Cole Swindell. That's from last year, 2022 song there. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. So our song of the day, again, in concert tomorrow in Omaha with Thomas Rhett.
Where are they playing?
The CHI Health Center.
No kidding.
The CHI Health Center.
Bill?
Center.
The microphone.
Yeah, got it down. We had a little problem with the headset. Go ahead.
What's the
Can you
problem?
hear now?
I hear now.
You
Yeah.
can. All right.
That song, it's fine. It's a country song. It's not. It's good. It had a nice kick. Nice sound. I can see why it's got some mass appeal.
It's pretty popular right now.
I'd give it a 1.995. 1.9.
There it was.
I gave it a 1.995.
Yeah, that's the lowest score you've ever given.
It's not the lowest score.
And you've been more critical of songs.
Yes.
It had some kick. It had some kick.
No,
I can see why.
say it had
No.
some kick and give it a 1.
No, you can't.
Well, I gave it
Come on.
1.995.
No, you got to give it at least a 2 or a 3.
Definitely has
it's
some
a poor rating.
Be true to yourself.
Definitely has some mass appeal. Has a mass appeal.
Now,
It doesn't appeal to me.
Bill plays Poker Face once in a while.
He
but
loved that
but
song.
he was bobbing his
Yeah,
head.
he loved that song.
It's not old school country. That's new country. I'm curious, Bill, where you go with this.
Loved
It's a little bubblegum to me.
Loved it.
I did feel though it was a sundress and boots type of song.
Yeah.
That was a sundress and boots type of song. I think there'd be some energy to the song.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy.
in the right
Oh,
place.
hell,
like
in a
that,
concert? Yeah.
I think there'd be some energy to it like that. I think that part is good. So I'm gonna go with a 6.8.
Okay, Bill. Now we're
6.8.
talking. Now
Like
we're
that.
talking.
It doesn't fall in line with like the classics or anything like that, but I'm gonna give it that. Also, I just think there's be energy. Be
Yes.
fun. I think there'd be people dancing, and I'm gonna give that. That's my reason.
See, here's
to
the
it.
problem with Sip scores that he doesn't go to concerts. You know, he doesn't put himself. In
I
the
got
fun.
into that. I got into that.
Oh yeah, you were drinking a beer at the concert.
You have to go
dancing.
someplace. Yeah.
I'd need a lot of money to go to that. John, however, my friend, gives you a 9.
What
A
really?
9.
Wow,
Yeah.
I got a 10 from Rick.
Yeah.
Right. A
Not
10
Rick
from
Heyman.
Rick?
Rick from Beatrice Bakery gives me a 10.
Really?
Yeah,
From the World of Yum.
the World of Yum, which I tried to go to
You
on
tried to stop
Saturday.
by,
I did,
Get us some rum cakes.
but I think they were closed at that point. They might have been open
Yeah.
until noon at that day, and that's fine. You know,
6.4.
6-4. Yeah,
That was your score. 6.4.
yeah. I lost.
Yeah.
Six. Was it 6?
Good job. Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
6-4.
I pay attention
Yes.
to everything that Jake does.
I lost.
I'm
in 2
involved with all
sets.
of us here.
Yeah.
I follow what Josh is doing. Did great in school this semester.
Good job, Josh.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the text lines ratings here?
High.
They're gonna be
mass appeal.
I see him right in that mid range. I see it in that
mass appeal.
I see it in that boot and sundress type of score.
We had a lot of ratings, so here we go. 0 from Phil.
0.
Bad start.
Phil.
That's good for you, Sip, though.
Yeah. I don't care. It does not
Ron,
good for me.
Ron, 0. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's not.
Tim, 8.7. Now we're getting better. Who in Columbus?
Bird.
0. That's 3 zeros, that's lower than what
That's
Sip
hard to
gave
get.
it, 1.9.
Hard to get a
I
0.
didn't give him a bad score. I mean, there's 1995.
That's a bad score.
You can't say that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I didn't give him a bad score. I gave him a 1.9.
I didn't give him a 0.
That's pretty bad. That's the lowest you've ever given, I'm pretty sure. 8.5 from Grandpa Rick. Now, that's a surprise.
Yeah,
Grandpa Rick gives it 8.5.
Real surprise that a smart person would give
Corey
that
and
good
Lincoln
score.
a 2. That's bad. What's Sip give it a 2.
Yeah.
Matt and South Lincoln a 6. Jennifer 5.5. Hubby a 4.5. So pretty low.
Say that
for
again. The household.
Jennifer 5.5. Hubby 4.
Smart music.
Anything
people.
from Papio?
I haven't heard from Papio.
Okay.
I got Mike in Dalton, Nebraska. Where's Dalton at? You know what that's at? Dalton?
Not 100% sure.
Never
where
heard
Dalton is.
Nebraska.
Thank you.
3 points. It's at 308, so it's got to be west.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Joshua
somewhere.
Tree.
Yeah, find us Dalton, please, Josh. He gives it a 3.75. Bolt 5.345. I would say the rating's about a 4 average here.
Yeah.
Not very good today.
Yeah, I'd
thank you, Bill, for
I'd
your
say
nice.
That's Dave T-Bolt.
I'd
Bolt.
steer
That's right.
away from that new age country stuff for the most part. That's what I'd do if I were you.
Okay.
Like I said, I put myself into the situation.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Be 1 second before the mailbag, real quick.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
From the text line, Dalton is north of Sydney. So
Okay.
way west.
Whoa, that's way out west.
Christmas. Yeah.
That's out going towards Lake McConaughey. Yeah.
5 hours west, just north of Sydney. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
Nice,
thank you. Never been out
How
to
about
Dalton
that?
before. I've
No.
been through Sydney, not Dalton, though.
That is a
I wonder if they have a pool out there. Let us know if they have a high board.
Yeah, high board.
Yeah, that's been
A springy high board.
Yeah,
That's what you wonder about, right?
Oh yeah, because when you did the full spring off the high board and did something, that was a man's man. Yeah, it was. It was
100%.
It's like you go up there,
100%.
and there was always just certain dudes that
Right.
could do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of
No,
those.
I wasn't either.
I wasn't one of those.
No.
That could be like, hey, I'm gonna do a 1.5.
No,
Or
not off that real high
Not
one.
the real high.
No.
No.
No, those were dudes.
And they try to get the big splash too.
Yeah, and by the way, there were girls that would do it too.
yeah, there
were.
Yeah, there was. Yep.
No,
It
it
is-
is terrifying, and I can tell you right now that Jake was not one of those dudes.
No, I don't see Jake doing. Hey,
No, absolutely not. No chance.
You would be so slapped in sunscreen too.
Yeah.
Oh, did you do that?
I got pretty sunburnt Saturday.
Yeah.
I had my shirt off
Yeah.
mowing. I got burnt to a crisp over here.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
Okay, what's going on?
It's time for the mailbag.
Oh,
Here
okay.
we go. Mailbag sponsored by Sean Erickson at Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. Call him today at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation on all your financial needs. Sean Erickson, Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. From the mailbag, Michael is first. He says, my daughter is at the age where she picks up and sings along to what I'm listening to in the truck. My first album I could remember singing as a kid was Hooting the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View. What was the first song or album you can remember knowing all the words to first?
BTO. It was BTO.
That was the first one?
That taking care of business, let it ride, try to let it ride. That's it.
I
BTO.
don't know if it would be the Eagles' greatest hits.
Okay.
Probably it'd be the Eagles.
Really,
I knew all the words.
Okay. Would
uh,
you had just been about how old?
when I was listening to this,
I'll look it up.
I'm gonna guess in the whatever, like 7 to 8, 10 type of era.
Okay,
I don't
I'm gonna
know
look
what
it up. I don't know when that was.
You want to guess mine, Sip?
Yes, I do want to guess yours.
You didn't even want to.
I do want to guess yours.
I like that.
I'm going to say fastball.
That's right. All the pain money can buy. I think it was 1998. I was 7.
That's a great name for an album, by
Hey,
the
that
way.
had songs, you know. It had The Way, it had Out of My Head.
Oh, yeah.
2 good songs.
The Way is
The Way is awesome. That's the first song of the album.
The Way
It
was,
starts with The Way.
The Way was a song for that age.
Oh, yeah.
It was a song of the ages.
Yeah. And then, as you got older, then like high school just starting type of time, AC/DC Back in Black.
There we go.
It was a great one. Great song.
Let's play that on
Oh yeah.
repeat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going to say Eagles' greatest hits. Hold on. Yeah, that would be your 71.
Yeah.
71.
That's when it came out. But I was listening to more like in the 73 to 75
Right.
era. About when I was
Peaceful, easy feeling.
That's a song.
So,
oh God.
Take it to the limit.
oh, come on. It's so
Desperado.
Desperado.
Oh my God, the
Beautiful.
one that not looked at enough or gets overlooked is Witchy Woman. Yeah.
Witchy Woman.
Or Lion Eyes is ridiculous.
Lion Eyes is incredible.
Yeah, that's a song that's so good it's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
mesmerizingly good.
You just played on repeat, right? You just
Yeah.
got to keep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
again,
why that's
again.
what resonates with me for that.
That's a great pick. It's a great pick.
Because you listen, that's one you put you like if you had the album, like play the front side,
I'm not
just
gonna
flip
lie.
it over.
I'm not gonna lie. When you talk about that, then you play that stuff you just play. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I don't want to drag down the show, so keep going.
Oh well, this one kind of does drag it down. I want to do this one.
The song you just played, I don't see Willie Nelson doing it.
No.
Yeah.
Or Johnny, or Gustafson, or Waylon, or Merle Haggard. None of them would touch that song. Okay?
Johnny Cash, you and Chris Christopherson want to sing this? Do Sunday morning coming down and then do this.
I'm going to pass this. It's just sad. It's a sad question. You want a sad question in the
Can we make it happy?
Oh, is it about coyotes eating?
Can we make it happy?
Kelly says this: seeing the Lakers play deep in the playoffs gives me flashbacks to Kobe. Not to be morbid to begin the day, but what celebrity passing away hit you the hardest?
Oh, that's not so morbid, Jake. It's okay.
Tom Petty. I was
Really?
devastated that day.
Really?
Remember that?
Yeah.
I was very sad.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You were. I'm sorry about that. Now, this doesn't have to be morbid. You love Tom Petty, and Tom Petty had a great run, right? Who hit it? When I
was a kid, Darryl Kyle, when he passed away, the Cardinals pitcher.
Okay.
Oh, it was very sad about
Celebrity. Is this a celebrity, not a sports celebrity
that. Be
necessarily?
athlete or celebrity.
I would say.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Muhammad Ali, probably. I wasn't sad. I wasn't enormously sad. I was affected. You know,
mine wouldn't be a death, but I remember where I was exactly when it came out that Magic Johnson was HIV.
Sure.
AIDS
Yeah, that's a good answer.
positive. I was crushed.
It was a big day.
I was crushed. I was.
We didn't know much about.
Didn't know much about what was going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, now he's unbelievable. How he's beat it.
Sure.
And all the things, but that was a time of just that time crushed me.
Jake, that was okay. That was okay.
Yeah, thank you for handling that well.
Yeah.
And thanks to all the questions. 464-5285. That's the mailbag, sponsored by Sean Erickson at Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. Top of the hour is next.
What are we going to do?
We're going to talk about the next wave in conference realignment is coming soon.
Oh, it's going to happen. There's all kinds. Look for it to happen today.
All right. That's next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you struggle with joint pain, there are good news. You don't need surgery. Get help. Sipple Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate. Our patients experience no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results at southpointmedical.com. 402-323-8400.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. Where are you? Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 3-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. A better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. More can apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
NASCAR is known for fast cars, roaring action, and big bucks. The Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion features all three, especially the bucks. Until May 30th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play or Double Play, enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Weekend. Enter today. Power 92 million. Did you know that when you play games from the Nebraska Lottery, you're also supporting and even... That's right. Since 1993, the Nebraska Lottery has raised more than $900 million for Nebraska's environment, educational opportunities, and state fair. So to everyone who plays, we say, the Nebraska Lottery, 30 years of building a better Nebraska.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products. The old saying, you get what you pay for, is pretty accurate when you're building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces. We also have an exclusive liquors, teas, and bourbons. Prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Hey, CNC machinist, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hanging over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to anything from a 5 and deliver anywhere in Cornhusker Highway Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-671622.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jay Sorensen.
I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by Midwest Bank, member FDIC, located in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming by the end of the year at 70th and Pioneers. You can always call us at 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Allo, channel 951.
Good job, Jake.
Thank you.
That was good.
Appreciate that. We have a phone call before we get into the segment. You want to
Let's rev it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
There is an actual recruiting question we have from Jake in Lincoln.
Nice.
All right. Jake, you're on Early Break. Go ahead, man. What's on your mind?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, great run down the buying segment, but I do have a question for you.
Okay, Jake.
Seems like everybody's kind of disappointed about missing on Dylan Raiola.
Okay.
Now we don't really have a quarterback, right? And then we're also disappointed about missing on Teddy Rizak. He went to Notre Dame. So why aren't we talking about Anthony Rizak? Why hasn't Nebraska offered him? I mean, from a quarterback standpoint, he outplayed both Zane Flores and Danny Kaelin head-to-head. And then from an athletic standpoint, he's a carbon copy of Teddy. I mean, they're identical twins. So what am I missing here?
Thank you, Jake.
I don't know what the
great
evaluation
question.
is. Yeah, I don't know what the evaluation is, Bill. Are you familiar with Anthony?
Not
Rizak?
familiar enough to comment on it. No, I'm really.
He's a West Side
Yes.
quarterback. He has offers from
I know who he is, obviously.
Air Force,
Yes.
Army, and Navy. The academies are after him.
Right. I think, Jake,
Great
to address the
question,
caller, Jake. I mean, the safe way for me to address this is they've probably evaluated and decided that he's not the guy they want. So I don't, but beyond that, I don't know. The Notre Dame thing with his brother is very interesting. How Notre Dame swooped in quickly, impressed him. Al Golden came in, the defensive coordinator, and identified him. Why is it interesting? Because Notre Dame doesn't typically go after 3-star kids who don't have Power 5 offers or don't have a lot of Power 5 offers. Yeah, it was a different. It's sort of a, and I wonder if Marcus Freeman is changing things up a little bit. You know, the way Notre Dame does things. It's possible, but they came in. You know, they came in. He flew in up there by Ainsworth to look at Carter Nelson. That stuff is the in-state recruiting element is really interesting right now to watch how this is all going to unfold.
And a lot of things will play out. I'm sure. I would imagine that anyone in this whatever radius, 300-mile radius, the Kansas State, Nebraska, that was someone like Jake called in about would be
Anthony Rizak.
Yes, would be get him to camp.
Okay,
I'm sure that's what's being said.
Okay,
get him to camp. So he's a young man that could go to camps and all of a sudden come out of summer with 12 more offers.
Thank you, Bill.
So I would imagine that's the conversation of, you know what, we haven't evaluated you great, but we will at camp. We'll have a chance to coach you, work with you. That's why camp's so different, even than going to watch them practice. When you watch them practice or do something in the spring, that's good. It's great, good evaluation. Camp, basically, they have to show up. They want them to show up for one session, and you wear them out. And you coach them. You find out how tough they are. You find out if they're willing to get back in, how many reps they take, all those different things. Everything's getting evaluated.
Okay,
with their abilities, like all the.
Okay,
and there's been a lot of times that someone they'll run like, hey, you see that see that guy run, see him run. Then it's always like that. Then they get to the skills version, and it's like, yeah, okay, I understand why we still haven't. The skill set's not there with the run, or the skill set's pretty good. How'd the film look? Not good. His film stinks. So like sometimes film still matters. Those type of things.
Good answer.
I'm not saying his film stinks. I'm just saying that
hypothetically.
Yeah.
So that now, Jake, the caller. That's a good answer. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Jake.
Thanks, Jake, for calling. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sip.
Thank you, everybody.
Josh, thank you. Right now, we're the friendliest staff.
Well, we're all friendly here. That's what we do.
Yes, just thanking each other for attendance.
We are. Hey, by the way, I'm going to tease it before we get into anything more.
What
next segment? After this segment,
what is it?
We have stuff to get to, but next segment we're going to do not only Bill's Thrills in the game show, but we're going to settle a debate. We're going to settle a debate on the air.
It's settled
about
in my mind.
Cheez-It residue. I've got Cheez-Its here.
Okay.
But before Bill's Thrills, next segment we're going to do a debate.
And there was a disagreement on air. Is that right?
Yesterday I said that Cheez-Its have residue. He said that the best. Let's go all the way back. The reason why we brought up Cheez-Its is because we were going through bowl projections, and we found out that Cheez-Its is a part of 2 different bowl games.
They have 2?
There's the Cheez-It Bowl and then the Cheez-It Peach Bowl.
Right? No, citrus.
Citrus. Sorry, the Cheez-It.
Peach is a citrus fruit, so you're close.
It'd be hard to get Cheez-Its on board with the Peach Bowl, I think. I just think that's going to be hard.
So there's a Cheez-It Bowl.
I don't see that one.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Give me a fresh peach and a bowl of
So the
Cheez-It Bowl and the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Right.
So there's 2 of them. So
Jake was
which was amazing to me.
He did a wait a minute. Cheez-It sponsors 2 bowls. It was like Tina Weena.
Wait a minute. It felt
Your
like
name's
Tina Weena.
Tina Weena?
It felt like Tina Weena. It really did. It really did. But anyways, then Sip said that the ultimate snack for writing is a Dr. Pepper and Cheez-Its. I said, doesn't
a bowl of Cheez-Its and a Dr. Pepper was my go-to
that
for
feels very
and I said,
yeah.
are you asking for your keyboard to be a disaster or what?
Well, we're going to find out. Let's find out.
I'm not talking about Cheetos.
Cheez-Its.
I know. I'm not. Cheetos has residue that you have to take a bath after you eat Cheetos, right?
I agree. We're going to find out.
Want to do it?
You don't have to take a bath after that.
Yes.
Thank you, Jake.
Looks pretty residue right there. See that? That's a lot. I'm even the picture. Even the
But that's
picture.
now hold on.
Even the picture shows residue.
Moron, read that. I'm sorry to call you a moron, but you're a moron.
I think you're sorry. You called it twice.
Cheat moron.
He said it 3.
Puffed. It's not the typical Cheez-It.
This is original.
Read the
It's
back.
the original.
Read
This
the back.
says original.
Read the back. They're coming out with a different kind.
This is not this
That's
one.
not
This
it.
is an advertisement for that. This is the
This is
actual
the
one.
No, that's
Look
the
at
original one, but the one you're pointing at.
There's residue on the original one.
There's
Look at
residue
that.
on
Look at
everything,
that.
Jake. There's residue on everything.
Point
On
is,
everything.
You shouldn't be typing.
You're
After
both wrong.
Cheez.
You're out of your
We're
mind.
going to open this.
We're going to open this up and we're going to find
I'm
out.
gonna.
You asked me also to get saltines, and guess what? I got those. We're going to compare saltines.
Look at the saltines. You went with the.
I was just going to say, oh my.
Go with the cheapo
That
version.
was a quarter for that box.
They gave it that.
No, inflation. $1.99 for the quarter.
Did they just say you don't have to pay for that?
Just take those.
I kind of wish they just take them.
Just take
We don't sell.
All right,
no,
Jake.
no one buys those.
We'll get
Don't
that.
point at the Cheez-It and say it has residue.
There's residue on that.
There's residue on everything.
Residue on that one for sure, and residue on this one.
Well, we got a good
Next
text
segment, we'll
that
get to it.
trumps everything that I'll read when we get into the debate. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
464-5685. Call or text as always. So you pointed this out to me yesterday, Sip, about
What?
this conference realignment.
Oh,
potentially
A lot of things going
another
down.
wave coming.
Oh.
Ross Dellinger of SI wrote like just a huge essay basically.
Did you
on
read it?
I skimmed it. This was like an hour read. This thing took
That's
forever. It
long,
was
son.
so long.
It was a 40-minute read.
It was seriously an essay, basically an essay
I'm
by
it was a-
Ross Dellinger.
Give us the
Jake.
cliff notes, Jake.
But it's talking about how do the Big 12, the headline says, how do the Big 12, Pac-12, and ACC keep up while generating millions less than the SEC and Big 10? Some believe all 3 of them cannot coexist successfully.
There's a couple. Here's some cliff notes for you. This is a great quote within the story from the Nebraska athletic director, Jack Swarbrick, and I'd be interested in you guys' reaction. So, yeah, Jake's right. Some people believe that all 3 of these conferences, the Big 12, Pac-12, and ACC, cannot coexist successfully. He says this, Jack Swarbrick, and I thought this was there's about 3 talking points in here, and this is a good one. The next big issue is, he says, can we keep the perception of college athletics as involving all of us? Or does Big 10 and SEC become college athletics in terms of perception? And if they do, how does that influence and shape the future of college athletics? Do you understand what he's saying?
I do.
Okay. And I regard that as an unhealthy situation. That if it's just the SEC and the Big 10, and that's basically college athletics. That's not the college athletics I grew up with and liked and loved and wanted to be part of.
Agreed. I mean,
do you?
There was a fascination when I grew up with the Pac-12.
Sure,
the Pac-10 at the time. It was
USC.
It was USC, UCLA. When you turn the Rose Bowl on and you saw that team, maybe it's Washington that was in there, but I mean, UCLA in the Rose Bowl, it looked great. So did USC.
With John McKay.
Yeah, I mean
John McKay.
Yeah, it was awesome. But here
Do you
right
remember
now,
John McKay?
Here's the John, absolutely. The John Robinson, I told you.
John
about,
Robinson.
with John Robinson, that he sat right next to me in meetings at LSU because when he was retired, Coach Joe brought him down there. So every meeting I sit next to John Robinson.
Never told me that.
And I would ask him USC questions all the time.
You never told me that.
Oh yeah, I was asking about Marcus.
You flew in
Allen.
Schiano's helicopter and sat next to John Robinson.
And I'd ask him USC. I'd ask him, tell me about Charles White. Tell me about Marcus Allen. Tell me about. Remember, Marcus Allen was a cornerback, and they moved him to tailback. He's in the Hall of Fame at tailback, at running back. So here's the thing that's interesting in the realignment. Right now, the Pac-12 is upside down. They can't get a TV deal done.
Well, it's not yet.
And they're
trying.
But they've been trying. It's supposed to have been done months ago.
Yep.
They don't have anything. And also then they're terrified of somebody else leaving or what's going to happen. The next thing is that is so big, where we talk about things being so uneven, that is the ACC. I think the grant of rights and TV rights are like through 34.
Hold on. 36.
30,
excuse me. 36. 2036.
And I heard on the radio last night driving back from my 2 walleye trip.
Soiree.
Yes. And it was just they're talking about, well, someone could get out of it. I'm like, get out of it. There's no getting out of it. You signed the contract.
No, it's fascinating.
You don't get out of it. So they're going to be so far. Think about this. The Big Ten and SEC will redo their contract again before theirs comes up. So they're so far behind. And also the big thing is like, well, they can just leave. Well, Clemson can go to the SEC. No, they can't.
Well, they would have to pay $120 million.
And also, but the grant of rights, the TV rights, when they play, that money still stays in the ACC.
Right.
They sign
That's
that.
right.
You don't just get we're out of here. There's no we're out of here's. So there's no place to go. That's why the conference that's in the best place of the remaining three by far is the Big 12. The Big 12 is by far of those three by far in the driver's seat to become like right now it's like 1A, and to be 1B, right. That's them.
Right. So what's going on in the ACC is fascinating.
It is. It's. Listen to Steve Sipple. Thank you, Steve.
Fascinating.
There's a subset of 7 schools in the 14-member ACC that have coalesced. This is what Ross Dellinger writes over what many describe as an untenable situation. These 7 schools have met a handful of times over the past several months with their lawyers examining the grant of rights contract to determine just how unbreakable it is. So this is what you have. A bunch of lawyers seeing if there's anything that can break that contract. Anything. Is there anything? And I guarantee you there's lawyers walking out there going, I don't know what we're doing here. This thing. This is ridiculous. And they're paying us a lot of money.
They pay us a lot of money. And if it goes in front of a real judge, the real judge is going to be like, those are great. I love the enthusiasm from you guys, and I love where you guys have been to school at. But no.
Okay.
You're locked in.
The other thing that I'm going to tell you, and this is why I'm cheering for the Pac-12 to stay together. I don't want Oregon and Washington in the Big Ten. Because if the Pac-12 dissolves, that will cause a tidal wave of change in college football. It'll be massive change. And I don't know if I want it. I want the Pac-12 to stay together.
Stay together.
The 3-legged stool.
Yes.
Right here.
Stay together.
Stay together.
I don't know. I agree with that, but I just think once that the Pac-12 lost USC and UCLA, I don't have the same feeling.
But they're talking about bringing in San Diego State and SMU.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see SMU in the Rose Bowl.
Pac-12. Yeah. Way to go.
Yeah. So I don't feel it the same way. I don't. I see it a little bit different.
I don't think we should write off the possibility that they get a good media rights deal, a good TV deal. It's possible.
The thing also
it'll be an 11th hour situation.
The other thing that'd be extremely interesting is going to be to delve into, which I think would be a great thing to delve into tomorrow because it's so big, is that the SEC meetings are coming up pretty soon in Destin. All these meetings are coming up. they have to release here within days the 2024 schedule.
Yeah.
You can't hold that. You don't wait until the season's over. No. Then you tell them who you're playing next year. There's contracts. There's where you're traveling to. All these things are going to come out with, is it going to be like, is the SC going to play a 9 games, which they probably are. It's going to be, everyone pretty much knows it's no divisions. All those things are all going to come out. That's going to come out this summer. That's a big deal for the future of college football, on how there is no conferences on that. And I don't want to get into that today, because that's just a whole other story off of expansion. But those are the two things. But everyone that I heard last time, it was almost 100%. They're like, there's going to be change in conference alignment within the next 2 weeks. That's what it sounded like on the radio last night. Like that.
What were you listening to?
I was driving in because it was late at night. Like driving up, I had 84 on.
Okay,
which is
84 on Sirius.
On Sirius Sirius, whatever.
Yeah,
I had that on
the college station.
So what I was listening to, I like to listen to because it was the SEC's. Is the SEC today?
So the basic element of this story too is the Big 12 perhaps raiding the Pac-12 and getting Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado. Will that happen? Now, if that does, it's over. The Pac-12 is done. And I'm with Bill. I grew up, the Pac-12 was a major entity. I'd like to see it survive. I would. I'm of that mind. I don't think that. Now, this is where I'm getting out over my skis, and you can hammer me for this. Does the Big Ten need Oregon and Washington?
Yes.
They need them?
I think so. Yes, because to make travel part, it's just different on that coast for USC and UCLA.
Okay, travel partners.
Yeah. And then those are strong logos.
I know, that's
those
the
are
thing.
Strong.
That's the thing.
Okay, just take. You can say right now, tomorrow, if Ohio State and Michigan left the Big Ten,
that'd be the
does
same.
that hurt?
Yes.
It'd be unbelievable.
That's like USC, UCLA.
Yeah, same thing.
Right.
Same. It would just be, you can take it from each league. You have to, like right now, it could maybe change a little bit by year. Like Alabama and Georgia go to the Big 12.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hang on. Hang on, SEC. Are we quite the same like that?
So some people, the smart people out there probably are saying right now, you guys are hashing out over all this stuff and throwing out a bunch of facts, and it's almost impossible to follow it all. Here's what's happening. We're just going to 2 major leagues or 1 major league. Everybody's going to be grouped. It's going to be 40, 45 teams, and the rest of the world, the UTEPs and the Kent States and the Toledos and the Washington States might not be even involved in it.
Outside looking.
Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
There'd be a whole new league created out in like with Oregon State, Washington State, and then it would be the Mountain West schools.
Okay,
they'd have to combine to make a new
whatever
conference you call it.
Would they play for a separate championship? Probably. Yeah. Would they be involved?
Can you imagine right now? I know this right now. There are text messages and phone conversations going on, like behind the scenes, like right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's going on with that. Like
people trying to position
what are you hearing
themselves
about this? Because if you, like I said, that's where the ACC is the one that they are in the worst place, hands down, because of the TV deal and the grant of rights till 36.
36.
The easy way to look at it for a listener is this: Florida State's AD is concerned because their media rights deal gives them $30 million less than Ohio State gets. Also, now, how is that even? How is that even?
They were talking about that UCF will have a better deal than they will have.
Ooh, boy.
UCF will have a better deal than
in the Big 12.
In the Big 12,
in their
than what
first
they will have.
Oh,
they have a better deal. But the best, I love the argument. We just don't like it, and we'd like more money. It's like, man, you guys signed up for this. Yeah. It's a
I'd like that
deal.
too.
Yeah, it'd be great. When we come back, Bill's Thrills on Early Break and the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Option Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting careers for you or someone you know. They are now hiring electricians, and HVAC technicians to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive and packages include health, PO, and 1K options. Action has created team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Nebraska's favorite vape shop,
Generation V.
providing friendly, personalized service and the largest selection of vaporizers and e-liquid flavors in the state.
Generation V.
Generation V will beat or match any local competitor's price. With a huge selection, great service, and the lowest prices, Generation V is your one-stop shop for all your vaping needs.
Generation V.
With 4 Lincoln locations, visit us on the web at generationv.com. E-cigs contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dupes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes and brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrix. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln. Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sunday. Get to Wings and Rings today and make stop by on Tuesday, 89-cent wing.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake. Check. First many large pecans to count. Check. Big enough to share with the whole group. Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan, the newest cake to the fears. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. We try to maximize things that are important to them.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
So we really try to maximize the size because 5 years from now, you can't just make your house bigger. The one thing I can tell you is that most builders in Lincoln, we all are about the same price. The difference comes in the products that we put in and the way we put in those products.
What we pay for is pretty building a home. If you put nicer windows in and you put nicer cabinets, it's going to cost a little bit more. You know, if those things are important to you, then you want to do it. We can try to incorporate in your floor plan and get a house that you're going to be happy with.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi, it's Trudon again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, sir. All of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's efforts. It's the entire dealership, sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, question for you guys. We want to do off the bat here, Bill's Thrills, or do we want to do the residue test here? What do you want to do?
Two residue tests.
Okay, we're going to do the residue test.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
We will get to Bill's Thrills here in a moment here. But the deal is, again, if you're just tuning in, you missed yesterday's show, we have a debate. I believe that Cheez-Its leave residue. Sip believes they don't.
do. No, I believe they do leave residue.
See, now you flipped your heart.
No. I just believe everything leaves residue.
I went and bought a box of Cheez-Its last night.
Jeremiah had a good tweet. Just can you give me a second here,
Yeah,
Jake?
I got to open up the box. So
yeah,
go
open
ahead.
up the box, and I'm going to read a tweet from Jeremiah.
Are we just picking them up?
No, I'll put them in a bowl here. Yeah.
Okay.
He nailed it.
Yeah.
Jake, can you listen while
God,
you're
these
doing
smell
that?
Terrible. I hate Cheez-Its so
Can you-
much.
I don't like
They smell
Cheez-Its.
horrible.
Can you listen to this while you're
listening.
doing stuff?
I am listening, and I'm
Jeremiah Jensen summed up the whole. Oh, that's cool. We get sound here. I'll take one.
Well, no.
Okay,
no. That's
Jeremiah,
residue test.
Jeremiah, who listens to our show, and he's been listening to it
In
for
South Carolina.
Yeah. Is he from South Carolina?
Yeah.
7 years. Everything has residue, he wrote. These are low on the residue spectrum. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Jeremiah.
Okay, here's the point. though.
Everything has residue.
Sip would eat these and then type.
We're
on
trying
his
to we're
computer.
trying to come up with this. Is it comfortable to eat Cheez-Its and type?
That's
That's
great-
what we're trying to
there
get
we
to.
go. There
That's
we go.
all we're trying to get done.
These are low on the residue spectrum.
It's one of the two. What'd you do? Okay.
Okay. All right, Bill. Guys, take it.
I got a couple here.
I will bathe in these.
No, please don't.
Fine.
Please don't do that.
I'm eating them.
Okay. Now, how many did you get there, Bill? Couple? Don't. Okay. How's your hand look?
Well, I feel it.
You feel it?
I feel residue.
Is there a film?
No,
there? Is a film?
It's more crummy. Small crumbs. Feel your hands now.
Mine's not at all.
Oh, come on. Don't lie.
Jake, do it.
It's a little crumbs. Just do this.
No. I couldn't imagine typing after this. I really couldn't.
Let me get all my hands here.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, I can absolutely imagine it because I've done it. I did
it's
it.
a film.
I did it for 20 years.
Your computer is disgusting.
My computer's not
Okay,
disgusting.
Here's the deal. Yeah, it's not Cheetos like. You're right. Nowhere near Cheetos.
It's not white cheddar.
But there is
It's-
a residue there.
where is there not residue?
I wouldn't feel comfortable with typing. If I was eating Cheetos and borrowing my wife's lap, I'd throw it punch.
As would I.
You take a swing at me.
I would not.
Two of us.
Yeah.
No,
there's
Jeremiah.
residue.
I'll read it one more time. Everything has residue. These are low on the residue spectrum.
They are low. They are low.
Thank you,
but
Jake.
there's residue, and the point is
Thank
you
you.
still shouldn't be typing on your computer after having
This is-
a handful of them.
Thank you for
That's
your
my point.
Thank you for
That's
your
my point.
thank you for giving in to the argument. I appreciate it.
I didn't give in. I think I still won the argument. So, all right, then we've settled
All right, we
the
settled that.
residue.
Thank you for the Cheez-Its, Jake.
Thank
and
you.
Laura has texted in.
Oh.
Gigi says yes, they leave residue.
Yes, thank you, Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi's
guess
got
what?
a lot to learn.
And Gigi has great grades, and she also did very good with her. She built a kind of a Pinewood Derby car.
Gigi will learn more in
And
life.
she's been in studio.
Yeah, and you know what? This is from Doug, and this is right. And we'll move on. Doug says that Sip is totally backpedaling. He said definitively and condescendingly yesterday that there is no residue.
You
Now
can't do
he's
that.
flip-flopping. He says, of course, there's some residue. It's just not
Yeah.
that
He
much.
doesn't.
Can't do
What do you
that.
eat
You
that
can't
doesn't
do
have
that.
residue? What do you eat?
Well,
I
that
know,
doesn't
but you
have-
said it.
You said
said
there's
it.
no
Yeah.
residue at all.
What do you eat?
We cut that from
There's
la-
audio.
from
There's
yesterday.
audio.
We'll
There's
get that.
audio.
We'll
What
get
do you
that
eat
after,
that
after
doesn't
the
have-
show.
what do you
After
eat
the
that doesn't
show,
have
get that.
residue?
There's some things out there. Like, I got to think about it. I don't know.
Like I would say maybe you could stick your hand in Cheerios and maybe not.
there's
get it.
residue.
I think if you're
There's
eating M&Ms,
residue.
you're fine.
Is
M&M?
the-
No,
if you-
no,
if
I
you
definitely
fast-
get color
if
on.
you eat 'em
color.
fast enough.
I definitely get color.
can't let
on
them
it.
melt
See
in
if they're
your
cold. I
hands.
think you're okay.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway.
All right. Thank you. Let's get to
Thank
Bill's
you.
Thrills right now.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
does it be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
In your absence, it was Sip's Tips on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes, it was about death. Yes, it was about death.
Wildlife in the city.
Animal death.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Bill's back today for Wild Card Wednesday. Again, sponsored by Mid-Plains Advisors, Dirk, Scott, and Ty. Your contacts for all your financial needs. Bill, the floor is yours.
Well, there's been a giant change in the last 90 seconds, really. I might be able to hit on both. I'm going to here has brought some crazy memories of the pool. And so me and Sipple were talking about it. So there's some things, if you guys can this roll back in time here for the listeners,
Close
please.
your eyes.
Just remember, first of all, you went to the pool and you got your basket. Yeah. And on the basket, there was a pin. Remember, the pin was on the basket. You put that on, like you couldn't remember where your stuff was, but you had to put like 32 was pinned on. You had to get your stuff, print it that. And then it was always, no matter what, it was always big sign that had to take a shower. You had to shower when you came in. No one would shower. And you would just beeline it out of when you came out of your side like that. Also, there was sometimes like that.
You beeline it for the pool.
For the pool. Like you're just like, boom, in.
Oh, yeah. There was times, though, you got to admit, you remember this. I know you remember this, yes. When the lifeguard would say, did you shower? You didn't shower. Your hair's not wet.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I did. Not just jump in.
Yeah. The shower was a big part. There's also was a big thing at that, and I didn't have the fortitude to do it, but it was the big thing would be if the Nerf ball got up on top of the wherever the main
structure,
building, the structure up there, and then you could run off of that and take a shot, and then you could land in the deep end. So you do it. All of a sudden, big one person with that. But there was only a small group of people that had that kind of guts,
right,
to do that and be like, he's going to do it. Watch this, and because and when you went, it was a one shot deal. Now you don't dip your toe when you make a run off of that thing. You had to there was a ledge about this side. You had to launch off of that to make it. That was big. That was suspension too. You're going to get tossed.
Please make it. Please.
Swimming during break. That happened a lot. So it'd be break.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
They would blow the whistle for break, and then
you have to get out.
You have to get out, and then sometimes you try to sneak back in, or if you decide you just want to get kicked out for the day, you just go off the high board during break, and then they come running out, and then you're out of here, and you'd get tossed out.
Everybody out of the pool.
Everybody out of the pool.
Everybody out of the pool.
Everybody out of the pool for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody out of the pool.
That was incredible. And if you were a little slow getting out,
you got trouble. Yeah.
There'd be people like, get out. All right, you got to get out. You got to get out. I'm going. I can't get up.
Yeah. You always, now they're behind. I'm caught. There's a line at the ladder. There's a line at the ladder.
But you're right. When they would say, it's time to check the pool. Yeah. My heart would race like I got to get out.
Is there someone down there? Is there someone down there?
No, not that. It'd be like, what? They want you out so fast. It'd be like, and if I wish I would have had the presence of mind back then to be like, all right, it doesn't have to be a big rush.
And but the kids who followed the rules, when they blew that thing, break every now, it'd be a scramble to the sides. It'd be a scramble to the sides because that was the rules.
That wasn't you though.
I was not. I was a lollygagger.
I'll get there.
I felt fear like. But now at age 56, I'm like, why was I scared of life?
And then they had great snacks. They had great snacks. You get like that, very
Chico sticks.
You always talk about Chico sticks.
Yeah, and always very, very moderate priced. You were never getting gouged. Nope. The pool was not going to gouge you.
Gouging you
for what you wanted to have on that.
Texter says all the cool kids got tossed from the pool.
If you didn't get tossed in the pool, you're
not cool.
Then you kind of ride off, kind of like that's right.
I don't know that I ever got
tossed. How we do it.
Screw you guys.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. I just got tossed.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
What else did they have at the concession stand that was good?
Well, if
Jake would have liked the nibs.
Nibs.
No, like the licorice nibs were good.
Don't you like nibs?
No, I mean I don't. No.
There was always this. Remember the stick that you would like lick it and you would dip it into stuff that tasted like that. Remember that
fun dip?
Yeah. It's like it wasn't a fun dip. It was more like a sweet tart type of thing.
Okay.
You rip the top off and then you'd stick it in there and then you just suck on it.
Well, now
it's like fun dip.
Yeah, it's kind of like fun dip. I think you're right.
That's fun dip. Yeah,
that was if you go up to now. Some people have their unique stuff. You go to Creighton, Nebraska, they have berry peppers,
Berry
which is a
peppers.
frozen Dr. Pepper and cherry mix, and they
Ooh.
freeze it, and you get a berry pepper. They had a freezer up there,
Ooh.
so you'd eat berry peppers.
Check
Yeah.
We got
that was good. Thank you, Bill. That's Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid Plains.
That came out of
Advisors.
nowhere because all of a sudden the pool. I had more.
I like
pool.
that. Dirk
What's
Scott.
the headline?
What's your
Is
headline?
there any more pool stories coming in out there?
I'm trying to think of.
That's not your headline, Bill.
No, I'm trying to think of a headline.
He likes
for
when you make
you
your
have a
headline
headline
on
for the
back.
pool.
Yeah, I didn't have time because it hit me so
Pool
fast.
fun in the 80s.
That's probably pretty good there.
Or 70s.
70s, late 70s,
and 80s.
yeah,
Yeah,
70s,
70s.
80s.
Pool fun in the public pool fun.
And they had the baby pool down at the one end.
Oh yeah,
The
baby pool.
The baby pool.
Sometimes
is
you
big.
go. Sometimes I just go over
You
the
would-
baby
you
pool
would.
to
That'd
take
be-
a break.
It'd be a big deal during
Yeah,
break. You
yeah.
go in the baby pool.
Yeah.
And I'll say, hey, you can't be. And they get
But
you-
man, you know what the problem with the baby pool was? The water was too warm.
Warm, yeah, I know, it was
This
really-
is a little
something
too
happened.
warm.
Something's happened in here.
Something's going on
A lot
there.
of it too. A lot of
Yeah.
it.
This water's a little too warm.
The baby pool is big.
That's Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid Plains Advisors. Called Dirk Scott and Ty for all your financial needs today. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now, 645-685. Your chance to win 2 bagels and Joe. Bill was out and about the state this first couple days of the week. How about Wild Card Wednesday, Nebraska State landmarks and places?
Great. Good one. Good one.
Landmarks
I like
and places
where you're
for
going.
Wild
with
Card
that.
Wednesday.
I don't feel great about it, but I like the.
Who
Good one.
knows the state of Nebraska? 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
Pass the
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Who knows Nebraska places and landmarks? You know, this is big for tourism for the state. How well do you know your Nebraska tourism?
Yeah.
464-5685. Call to take down Sip and trivia. Sip is 1-1 on the week. He won Monday. He lost yesterday. How do you guys feel about this today? Feel okay about this?
Solid.
By the way, Cheez-Its are terrible. Me and Bill confirmed those are so gross. They are nasty. And now it's in your mouth. Yeah, you're chewing it right now. There's these things. I don't like Cheez-Its. I've confirmed it again today. I do not like Cheez-Its. So that's the way it is. All right. James, how do you feel about Nebraska places and landmarks?
I'm good with it.
He's not much energy.
We'll see about it.
Not much energy from James.
Need some James. Did you have any night pool this morning? Did you, James?
James is ready.
James is ready. All right,
Yes,
James.
I'm ready.
Okay.
There you go.
He's ready.
Wake
All right.
him up.
Bill's a lifeline for one question for Sip. James, first question goes to you. What Nebraska town is Carhenge located in?
I'm going to say Alliance.
You would be correct.
Brilliant.
Alliance is correct. You guys had that one?
I don't think I would have got it.
Thought it was further west.
Yeah.
Well, Alliance is pretty far west.
I thought it was further.
It's pretty west.
Like Shadron, west?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scottsbluff. Garing. I was going to say Garing.
I mean, they're all kind of the same amount of west.
Garing on this list.
I don't know. We'll see. Sip down 1-0. Here's your first question. What Nebraska city is Buffalo Bill Ranch located in?
Well, it should be located in
Got Bill if you need him.
Kearney.
James, do you want Buffalo Bill Ranch or not?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm going to say North Platte.
North Platte is correct. That is right. Look at Bill's face. He's like, what the? Would you have had that, Bill?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You would have?
No, I just said.
Okay. I thought you meant Sip not going for you.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Steve.
Yes, I would have had it.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Thank you. James, for the win, your last question. What town is the Homestead National Monument located in?
Hold on.
I'm going to say Seattle.
Brilliant.
The answer is correct. That's right. 3-0 sweep for James, who that was a resounding blowout today, guys. James, well done. We'll get you bagels. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road.
James must be like the
James Scott
tour guide of Nebraska.
I guess he's like, this is going to.
So what does James win?
He won a business box of bagels, 12 bagels, and 2 tubs of cream cheese, courtesy of our friends.
Are they flavored cream
at
cheese?
Bagels and Joe? Yes.
And of course they have.
They got blueberry. They got cinnamon. They got all sorts of good flavors.
But they have like
I
a
bet the
honey
cinnamon
mix.
if you toasted your.
They do a honey something flavor. Yeah, it's really good at Bagels and Joe.
Bagels and Joe. Thank you, Bagels and Joe.
Great people.
Thank
Great
you to
sponsor.
James. Now, hopefully, James gets over there and gets those, and he can feed multiple people today.
You want your last question here? Or
Of course.
No? Okay, you lost 3-0.
Yeah, we got.
What Nebraska city is Fontanelle Forest located?
Oh, I got that. It's Omaha.
What part of it?
South Omaha. Bellevue.
Brilliant. Bellevue. All right, tiebreaker. Who wants it?
Would you have given me South Omaha?
I got it.
I would say, okay, no, give me more specific. I need this. I need the suburb.
Okay.
Bellevue. You want the number here, Bill?
Yes.
Okay. Fontanelle Forest has 1,500 acres of property. How many miles of trails do they have there?
37.
Oh, more. Up.
17.
Oh!
Bill wins.
Yeah.
He still lost the game. He
Yeah.
still lost today. It's fine. James, you guys. We thought James was asleep, but he won 3-0.
He was not asleep.
He won 3-0.
He was just very
He
calm.
perked up
Very
when the
calm.
questions started flying.
Yeah.
I need to calm down and quit eating on the air, by the way.
Yeah, that'd
Well,
be better.
quit
too.
eating nasty Cheez-Its. Those are sick. They're sick.
You would agree that they're
Bill,
popular.
Did you see Bill's face? Being Bill, like, oh.
Would you agree that they're popular enough
Yeah.
in the country that they sponsor 2 bowl games?
Somehow. I don't get it. It's not going to get me to eat Cheez-Its.
I'm eating them right now.
We could get Verdigris to send down some kolaches, please.
Bill wants. Bill's
have a
like,
high
screw
board.
Cheez-Its. I want kolaches made from
Send down
verdigris.
some kolaches.
We'll see what we can do for our people of verdigris.
Okay, today is Wednesday.
It is. And you got to leave now?
Oh, yeah. I'm cutting out because my mom's having oral surgery. And
Well, good luck to your
I'm
mother.
the driver.
He's
yes.
the driver.
I haven't been to the dentist since I was
10.
Yeah.
And you're
That's
in
smart.
your 50s. Yeah, that's really smart.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Yeah.
brush 3 times a day.
I don't care.
Still smart. Yeah,
40,
that's what I do,
40 some years of no dentist is
Yeah.
just terrifyingly scary to me.
You want to analyze my mouth?
I'd rather not do that. I'd rather, especially after eating Cheez-Its. It's all orange and nasty in there
Bring
right now.
a flashlight tomorrow, one of those little flashlights.
I won't do that ever at all. The spillover's next. See you, Sip, tomorrow on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Hi, this is from Midwest Bank, and our team is here for you. From our friendly staff to our innovative products to our online banking and mobile app, all of our services are designed with you in mind. We'll help you open a checking account, apply for a loan, open a credit card, or start saving for the future. We do it all. We're your local community bank, a trusted partner that serves you. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers. Get your yard looking great and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with a purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Busch Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should for granted. Roofing Service Measure provides you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. Sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt!
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or look at Electric.
Wine and Spirit open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we are celebrating a record sales month in April, and we're going to let it roll and crank up in the month of May. We have some big discounts and special interest rates going on this month on selected new in-stock Sierras and Silverados. Buy a new Silverado or Sierra, get $3,000 off or 1.9% interest. You heard right, $3,000 off or 1% interest. We have a special on all of our new and pre-owned GM certified units. So stop on in and see us or check us out online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did. New discount must trade in and finance with a roof credit.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sip is gone for the spillover, but AD and Raf are
Nice.
in. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you guys today?
Doing well. Doing good, brother.
Good to see you, fellas. Question for you guys: Do you guys you like Cheez-Its or not?
I don't.
Because me and Bill are totally out, and we confirmed it 10 minutes ago on the show. We are still out on Cheez-Its. We
This
don't
doesn't
like
do with
them
the
at all.
residue. This is just a simple
Just
taste.
the taste. It's the taste. We don't like it.
I don't mind them at all. I don't mind them. It's good little snack food. I eat them more when the kids are at home.
Depends what
These are
time.
gross.
it is.
I think it's a
These
food.
Are gross. These are
I think
gross.
it's a in general, it's a food that you would only eat if fully available. This means you're just at a house, and they're just there. You go, I'll take some, or they're in,
fully available.
But you're not going like, hey, I got to stop quick and get some cheese.
I think on the
Yeah.
Cheez-Its, I like the white cheese ones better than the
white cheddar
worse.
one.
I just are nasty. I
There are
confirm
certain
that I
things
still
that you
hate
do
them.
that you'll eat. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take this. I'll take a Jolly Rancher. It's right here. It's pretty good. Do I go to the
Buy
store?
a bag of Jolly Ranchers.
No, never do that. It's right here. I'll do that.
The next time I see somebody at the store with a bag of Jolly Ranchers, I'm gonna say something's up. Something ain't right. Yeah, this is weird.
Nobody buys.
This is weird.
All
Something
that
wrong.
buys Jolly Ranchers is some sort of business that has them just in a bowl. And you can grab one.
Yeah.
You don't all of a sudden be like, hey, grab some of them Jolly Ranchers and we'll at the door. Honey, grab some of those.
Did you ever get the Jolly Ranchers?
Hey, we're heading to Mexico. Do you get Jolly Ranchers packed?
Hey, but,
No, that's my plain snack.
but
there.
Coach and Raph, you guys are old enough to remember. Remember the Now and Laters?
Oh, yeah. No,
Those-
yeah.
Those are good.
Those were amazing.
Yeah, they're good.
Those
Absolutely.
were amazing.
I just had some the other day. Those are still good.
Although I haven't had
they're-
those in
they're
years,
still good.
man.
Still good.
Wow.
They'll break your teeth, but they are still
Yeah.
good. They're still good.
I had,
yeah.
I had an old school Tootsie Pop the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
I always get kind of the chocolate one, kind of like that, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
So here's the question:
Put that
Are
in.
you patient enough to let keep in there for a while, or do you chomp on it right away? 'Cause
Oh, I take it right down. I don't
go in now.
No. Remember the commercial?
Yep.
Two look like
Yep.
it wasn't an owl. One.
I know.
How many licks
yeah.
does it take? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Same thing. You don't buy those either.
No.
You don't
also-
buy those either.
It also hurts your
Haven't.
teeth.
Those blow
Yeah.
pops were good, man.
Yeah, blow pops are really good.
From the text line, someone says you guys are wrong. Cheez-Its are great. They're not. We just had them on the air.
I'm gonna
White-
give them.
white cheddar.
I'm gonna let them have their. I'm gonna let them have their. Everybody has differences, so I'm gonna support that. It
Okay.
just- for me though, no.
So let's go back. Yesterday, we did play. Josh showed us audio that Sip did say, in fact, that there is no. He says there is zero residue. He said
Yeah.
today, of course, there's residue.
Residue.
No. You said on the airwaves there is zero residue, and there is definitely residue.
Yeah.
So he's wrong.
I think there's a little residue.
We just did. We confirmed there's residue.
Yeah,
we
no,
had it
you-
on our hands.
No, Cheetos is a whole nother story. You eat some Cheetos, man. You're orange forever. You look like you've been sitting in a tanning bed.
Yeah, you
on your
can wash.
fingers
You can
only.
wash your hands for like
You've
10
been
minutes.
tanning your
It's
fingers.
still-
It's still there.
Yeah.
So what is so if you guys had to go type something like when Sip's doing his work, he says Dr. Pepper and Cheez-Its is the go-to.
So can you just
What's your
can you
go-to,
just see
Bill?
so he's eating and can you see him doing this
Yeah.
to his
Yeah.
fingers before he types?
Or Sip going like this, just wiping it on his shirt.
do you have a go-to like work snack there, AD? I mean, you're in the plane a lot. You do a lot of presentations and stuff.
For me on the airplane, it's beef jerky.
Beef jerky. There's no residue with beef jerky.
It's beef jerky. For
Beef
me.
jerky.
That's
is
the
really good.
we said that's a good.
That was
answer.
our
beef
was our
jerky.
food on the boat.
That's the
went
one.
beef jerky,
Yeah.
which my wife got beaf jerky and cashews.
Yep.
That was
Cashews, where you go.
That was
Yeah.
the way to go.
Some almonds, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be beef
I'm
jerky.
going
for
beef
me.
jerky. I mean, that has to be it. It's got to be
Yeah.
it.
And it's like, I'll tell you what, if you don't travel much, do not buy the beef jerky in the airport because you're going to get killed.
It's gonna be like $25
Oh,
for
you-
a bag.
It's ridiculous.
Seriously.
Just go get a bone-in ribeye. It's cheaper. 100%. Bone-in ribeye is cheaper than beef jerky.
You ain't lying.
It's like
though. Go to the truth.
it's like $40 a pound. $40 a pound. That's $7 a deal. And it weigh what, an ounce?
Oh,
maybe?
yeah. It's true.
Yeah, beef jerky is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's delicious, but I mean, I went to the store yesterday and there was one like they had a special thing of jerky. There's no price. I said, that can't be good.
That's not good.
You go and say, "Oh, it's probably $8. That's be $25." Oh, come on. There's no
Yeah.
price listed. I said, "There's no way I'm buying anything at the store with it right now without price listed." Heck no.
Yeah, you got to
No
get
way.
it.
I don't
before you
like-
fly out.
Let's delve into that for a second. I like nothing. I am livid with everything that has no price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like that. I went to a place to buy some shoes for my wife the other day, and I was like, "There's no." I'm like, I just want to know what the price is. Yeah, I don't want to have to
They
go.
won't
Pay.
list
It's
it.
like I want the price, and I have a general idea. I know I'm not trying to get a really. Hey, this is an unbelievable running shoe, and I'm going to get it for $14.
Right.
It's not. I know what the price.
Right.
Or same way you go to some restaurants where there's this menu but no
Mhm,
price. I'm like,
mhm.
just tell me what the price.
Yeah, give me a
I just-
ballpark figure.
I just
Why-
want to know here.
Why are you hiding that?
See, what deal
I know I'm
was.
spending money on the shoe. Just tell me what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Just tell me how much it is, so I have some idea what it is. That's all I want to know. Because I'm not going to spend $9 less to get a shoe that I don't like near as
Right.
much.
I understand. If I'm
absolutely.
going to a
Yeah,
shoe
yeah,
store, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
get-
invest some money.
I'm going to get a
here.
nice pair of shoes. That's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
But so anytime there's no price listed, I'm not happy with it. I'm not
Danger.
happy with anything about it.
Well, put it this way: when you know there's not a price,
It's high.
you,
You know, there's never a time where you go, "Oh wow, that's amazing." So So
What
the,
a deal!
it's
So
only
the
the lobster's only $14. I thought for sure it'd be like 90, but it's not.
Yeah, you go to the restaurant market price. What's that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be $90. Thank you. Crap. Well,
Yeah.
that sucks. There goes
Is
$90.
is there a guy in the back like that if the market's changing? He's like, changing the price.
His was 85.
No, yours is 92. Just went up.
Went up.
Yeah, just went up like
judge
when? Like 10 minutes ago.
It changes.
Yeah.
It fluctuates by the minute.
Shucks, you're 5 minutes too much.
You were here 5 minutes ago. It was $8 cheaper. Sorry, man. That's the way it is. We're running low in inventory. That's good stuff. Last thing before we get out of here, didn't mention this at all. That last night NBA, couple things. The Nuggets win Game 1 against the Lakers. Jokic almost had a triple double in the first quarter. He had 12 rebounds in the first quarter. He did have a triple double, and the Lakers came back. They lose by 5, though, 131-126. AD Anthony Davis had 40 points last night. Losing effort.
Boy, down. So I was uninterested. I got home late. Walked through the house and they're down 20. So I'm like, not paying attention. Walk back through post shower. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Came a game here.
How about LeBron's last like 3 possessions?
Just kind of
clank, turnover. I'm like, oh, it was horrific. They made an unbelievable comeback. So I did that. So that's all I watched. Really, the last 4 minutes is what I watched.
The other news from last night is that the Spurs won the lottery. They're likely to go from get Victor Wembanyama, the stud, from overseas. They'll go Duncan Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. He's not a true big. He can play on the outside too, but they're gonna have an elite player there in San Antonio.
And what a better coach than Pop to be able to coach.
I don't know how long he's going to be there still. How old is Popovich now? He's been there forever.
He's been there forever
since the 90s.
But somebody like him may kind of revitalize him a little bit.
Could be.
Or he's just like, you know what, this guy's. I'm done.
I hope they stick with him because Pops. I just love listening to his on-air
Pop
interviews in
good.
between.
He just loves those.
Oh, he's just. He's
one word answer. Yep.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Pop.
Thanks for that.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for us. The Drive with AD and Raph is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See ya.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited